Hi, what's up? How are you? What's going on, everybody? It's nice to see you guys. Welcome to All Signs Tarot. Let me go ahead and turn on my music. Okay, I actually just got out of the gym and I did not have time to shower, so I had to try to. Oh my God, is that smoothie in my teeth? How embarrassing for me. Okay, I think it's gone. Anyway, I just got out of the gym. I didn't have time to shower. Thank you guys so much for waiting on me. Here we are. Welcome to All Signs Tarot. We're going to be taking a look at you and your person. Make sure to flop or flip or swap the roles if you need to. And as always, if you guys would like to book a super chat question, you can head on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis and book there. As always, if you book prior to 7 p.m. EST, which is in the next 20 minutes, then you can get 15% off your question. So let's see here. Hi, Valeria. You are so cute. What's going on, Vanessa? Or brush your teeth. Bitch, I didn't have time to brush my teeth. Like, I was making green tea and trying to take the groceries in, okay? Thank you. And I'm still drinking my smoothie, so why would I brush my teeth in the middle of drinking my smoothie, right? What's up, Zenergy? What's up, Kinez? Lori? Tom? The usual suspects. Delani, hello. It's nice to see you guys. What's up, T Rose? What's wrong with I have the worst migraine. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're okay. I was having some weird headaches today too as well. I was probably a chia seed. No, I did not put chia seeds in there. It's probably blueberries, honestly. Oh, let me take out this headset. Okay, it's not gonna work for me. Oh, she's a little fucking spicy today, right? Mars and Virgo. She's a Virgo. There you go, guys. See the remnants? Okay. All right, let me go ahead and turn on my music. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. It's been okay for me, but I'm like complexity. I was having fucking really bad migraines today. I never had that until I caught COVID, so that's cool. Turn phone on do not disturb. Set alarm for 7:42 p.m. I have to take my collagen in an hour. All right, all right. Let's do it. Cool. I don't put my face online yet and still brush my teeth for some reason. Fix my eyebrows as if I am. I mean, yeah, I mean, if I'm not going to be on camera or like I'm going somewhere, I still do that. But like, I'm not going to brush my teeth in the middle of drinking a fucking smoothie. That sounds a little, it's like wiping your ass before you take a dump. I mean, I just don't understand why I would do that. The fuck? Zenergy, you're a man. Did not expect that, honestly. I totally thought you were a lady. Especially because the comments you left on Where Dead Flowers Bloom, like totally thought you were a lady. But we love that. What is that? What's up, Birdie? Nice to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you forever. Tweet, tweet. Okay, guys, so without further ado, obviously, welcome once again to All Signs Tarot. We're going to be taking a look at you and your person. As per usual, if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, you're more than welcome to head on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis and you can book there. If you book prior to 7 p.m. EST, then you'll be able to get your question off for 15% off. Your question off for 15% off, right? What's up, Lindsay? Well, gym teacher did puncture points under your eyes. I wish I knew how he did it. Hmm. Interesting. What's up, cowbell? All right, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it, and we will take a look at you and whoever is on your mind. If anyone is on your mind, if you're just watching for fun, hey, that's cool too. I'd watch me for fun too. Just kidding. Okay. It's been a very busy summer. Well, that's good, right? What's up, Sun Power? How you doing, baby? I'm so used to it. I've been accused of being gay my whole life. Hey, honestly, I've been accused worse. Well, I don't want to say worse. I'm bisexual. I don't want anyone to think I have anything against gay people. My best friend's gay. That sounded so bad. That sounded so bad, honestly. I feel like I'm blushing. That is not what I meant. You guys, I'm a friendly. All right. Well, I'm glad we can already tell what kind of broadcast this is going to be. Okay. So, well, never said I wasn't awkward. Worse, edit, edit, edit. No, it's okay. I mean, people that know my personality just know I'm kind of a ditz. It's not a big deal. You are blushing. I think it's really just the blush that I'm wearing. But a girl can fake it. Right, ladies? All right. So, all right, let's go ahead and do this then. Oh, thanks, Brittany. I appreciate it. Starting out proper, you know how we do, guys. Okay. Fabulous. Love that for me. Moving right on along. Where are we starting tonight, guys? Whoever answers first is what we're gonna do. So, what sign are we gonna start with tonight? Come on, let's go. Who's gonna call it? Your Virgo is showing. Thanks. She's an asshole. Aries. Ah, damn. Okay, guess we're starting with Aries, the classic. She said sober answer. God help me. All right, Luna, you win. Aries, I hope that you guys are doing super awesome. Let's go ahead and see what is going on between you and your person for the beginning of August 2025. Your feelings, the Page of Swords. How you see them is the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Your action is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Their feelings, the Temperance reversed. The Two of Cups reversed for how they see you. And the King of Wands reversed for their actions. Okay. Let's see that Page of Swords. Give me one more. Ooh, I gotta be honest, Aries. In the beginning of August, I think that you're observing something or you're seeing something, and you're kind of like, yeah, I'm not fucking really feeling this. That Page of Swords is when we are gathering some kind of information, and you don't seem to have bad intentions with the way that you're gathering information or what information you are gathering. So whether you're looking on this person's social media or maybe you're asking some questions about them or something like that, but that Three of Wands reverse tells me that you're feeling pretty damn frustrated, or you're seeing something or you're observing something that is making you feel like you kind of got to walk away a little bit. So, what are we seeing here? How about that? The Four of Pentacles reverse. You may feel like this person is bad with finances, or they're taking a risky chance on something, or that you feel like they're letting you go. Maybe you see one of their tweets and you're assuming that, they're done with you or they don't care, or maybe you feel like they show off their money too much on social media. I don't know, whatever it is, but you're just like, yeah, me no likey. I don't like it. It's not making me feel confident enough to be able to pursue this. The way that you're seeing them is the Page of Pentacles reversed, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. It's not terrible energy, but you may feel like they're kind of preoccupied with other things. So you may feel like You know, they're focused on other things. They're focused on financial matters or work or something like that. You know, maybe they have mouths to feed, maybe they have a family to support or whatever it is. And you may feel like because of that, they're not really giving you as much attention, or they're not putting in as much of an effort. And if anything, you could feel like they may be cold, but or polite, but a little cold or detached. There's some kind of communication here, so I mean that's good, but it's almost like when you're like at dinner with somebody, right? And they're like on their phone and you're like, "Hey, can you like pay attention to me?" And they're like, "I'm really sorry, I got to take this work email," or you know, and so it just feels like it's they're a little distracted in your eyes at least. Your action towards this person, the 7 of Pentacles reverse, the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Okay. Well, I'm kind of wondering with that 7 of Pentacles reverse if you're no longer investing in this, because it shows me that you're feeling like you need to walk away. Is that Knight of Cups towards this bottom person reversed as no, upright as yes? No. So, to be honest with you, Aries, you may get to a point, and I don't know if this is like someone you just met or this is an ex, but you may get to a point where you're like, yeah, I'm not really getting anything in return, or I'm not really getting my needs met, or this person isn't really putting in an effort. So I'll take my products elsewhere. You know, I'll take my love elsewhere. I'll do what I need to do. I'll, you know, maybe go on a date, or, you know, maybe you're going to focus more on creativity, something like that. But you may be offering or taking action towards another person because you really don't feel like this is somebody who's putting in an effort. It's almost like you feel like they're distracted a little bit. So their feelings for you in the beginning of August. Oh, this person, I think that this is a lot. It seems like, especially with how you're viewing them with the 10 of wands, how they're feeling about it with the temperance reversed, you know, they seem to feel like they've bit off more than they can chew, or this is something they can't really handle. This is someone who wants an opportunity with you or wants to put in an effort, but it feels like they're kind of all over the place. Like they have too much on their plate and they don't really know which direction to direct their energy in. Why the temperance reversed, the 2 of swords reversed. There can be some things that they've avoided for a while that are kind of like coming back to like haunt them, or kind of kicking them in their butt a little bit. You know, maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe they, you know, didn't do their taxes. And so there's an extension that they filed and they're kind of doing their taxes, and they had avoided them for a while and they need to get them done by October, you know, and they're just like kind of rushing. And plus they have to pay this other bill, and then they have to, you know, whatever it is that they've been kind of sweeping under the rug. And now it's kind of all coming in at once. So it seems like they're overwhelmed. The way that they see you, also be careful of like an inconsistency or player like energy a little bit. Okay. But that wasn't the first thing I was getting, but maybe the 2 of cups reversed, the star reversed, and the sun reversed for how they see you. Oh, this person feels like you are not feeling it, you know. They're looking at you like you're misunderstanding them, or you're not getting it. It's not clocking to you, you know, and they think that you're losing hope because of this misunderstanding, or because you're misinterpreting things perhaps. And so they feel like you kind of have your pride hurt, or your ego hurt, or your feelings are hurt a little bit, and they could just feel like you're kind of disconnecting and not really trying to heal the situation, or because you don't have hope, you're disconnecting from them ultimately. It's pretty simple, honestly. This person's actions towards you, what's that high priestess reversed, the chariot reversed? Mm, it feels like this person is afraid to reveal something to you. Okay, I don't know. With that King of Wands reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the High Priestess reverse, the Chariot reverse is clarifying the High Priestess in reverse. So it makes me feel like this person is really in their ego, or they're feeling some type of way, and you know they seem to be pretty guarded. They seem to be pretty guarded, or they have their walls pretty high, and they can be suppressing something or fearing being honest with you about something. What is the secret, or what is the thing? The Hangman. It can't be around an addiction or a perspective that they have about the relationship or the dynamic. It can be about something that they've needed to let go of or finish for a long time that maybe they didn't, or because it's like it's interesting when I see that King of Wands reverse, because it's like they are in their feelings about it, and so it's like because of that, it's like they almost kind of just put up these walls because of that. Like, because I see you kind of walking away. You seem to be walking away, and oh, damn it, you seem to be walking away and maybe offering it to someone else, or maybe even seeking it out. Okay, and so they may be feeling some kind of way about that, quite frankly. So, advice for the whoever, it can be for both of you or one of you. So we have don't let your past hold you back and Cancer. Well, Cancer is kind of about your past. It's kind of about your childhood. For somebody here, there may be like some mommy issues that somebody has, or there may be somebody here who has some childhood trauma of some sort or some family trauma, something like that, that holds them back from being able to be more vulnerable or even implementing proper boundaries, okay, and keeping themselves safe because of whatever trauma that they went through, or there can be like a home situation that's holding somebody back or a family situation. There's something here. So, whatever that is in regards to Cancer involved themes. So, whether that's like, a house in your chart, right? So, maybe you have Cancer in your ninth house. And maybe what's holding you back, ninth house, is your belief system or your philosophy on life. Okay. If Cancer is in your seventh house, maybe it's the way that you've maneuvered through relationships, and you believe that everyone in the past is going to be, everyone in the future is going to be just like the people in the past, or whatever it is. So there's something about your past that's holding you back in regards to Cancer related themes. So that is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, you're more than welcome to over at hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. Thanks a lot, Aries. And I hope that you have a great August 2025. All right. Hi, Scott. Okay, let's move on. I want to make sure I don't have that smoothie in my teeth. Okay, what is going on, Taurus? It's really great to see you. I hope you are doing well. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what's going on between you and your person for early August of 2025. Your feelings towards this person is the Emperor reversed, the Tower for how you view them, the Queen of Cups for your actions, their feelings for you, the Empress in reverse. So now we have the Emperor and the Empress in reverse. That's interesting. How they see you is the World, and the Four of Swords for their actions. Is this person the feminine? Yes. Okay. So the bottom person is the feminine. Okay. Okay. A bit of a tower moment here. Let's see that Emperor reversed. The Five of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed. Ooh. But why is the Emperor reversed? The Death reversed. So, Taurus, reverse this if you need to, but there may be some changes that you're really needing to make, some old ways of initiating things, an old way that you deal with your masculinity or how you project it or how you embody your own sense of masculinity and your own sense of control. And there may be this energy where you're trying to maybe force something, or there may be this lack of confidence in regards to how you assert yourself with this person or how you take control in the relationship or the dynamic. And so the Emperor reverse can show up when, in extreme cases, it can be somebody who's an abuser. Okay. And I doubt that's the case. Hopefully not, right? Don't do that. But the Emperor in reverse is just kind of somebody who's a little emasculated, or somebody who just doesn't have the confidence to really take the lead, I guess you could say in layman's terms. And so you may be trying to come out of the cold with this person with that Five of Pentacles in reverse. But you may not really be sure how to handle it or how to do it. It can feel a little chaotic in how you're going about it, because I think it's really just coming from self. The Emperor is kind of about the self because it's Aries, and so it's how we take charge, it's how we lead. But once again, being that it's in reverse and being that it's being clarified by the Death in reverse, I think that there are some changes or an evolutionary process that you're currently working through in regards to your confidence and in regards to your masculinity that is going to make you feel more confident in how you handle the situation. Why is the Two of Pentacles reversed? The Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like it's confidence. I feel like it's confidence. The Tower for how you view them, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Cups. This can be somebody younger than you for some of you, okay, not for all of you. But that Tower moment with the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups, the Tower moment is how you see them. So you see them forcing a change, or a change being forced on them in some way. But because it's how you see them, I feel like they're doing so. What's that? Tell me why the Tower is there or what it's doing. The Six of Cups reversed. It feels like this person is letting something go from the past. The Six of Cups reversed. Like it, and you have to remember that the Tower shows up when the way that we're doing something just simply isn't working anymore. And so now we have to kind of burn it all to the ground and we have to rebuild it. And so, and it's something about this. It can be about maturity, it can be about grudges, it can be about past issues between the two of you. And the way that you're viewing him is they're just kind of like, well, let go and let God, is kind of the vibe with that Wheel of Fortune. It feels high vibrational. It's like there's an allowance of change, and I think that you're kind of a little resistant to it. So it's really interesting to kind of see between the Death reversed in regards to you and then the Tower with how you see them. And that Page of Cups tells me that they're being very soft with you, or you see them as being very loving, somebody that is showing you a lot of admiration. This can be somebody at a distance with that Wheel of Fortune there. Are you defaulting? You have that Queen of Cups in your actions towards them. Oh, okay. A little bit of trouble in paradise. Wow. Well, I think this is really interesting because the Emperor is here in reverse for you, representing you, and then the Empress is in reverse representing them. Ma'am, 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 ma'am. Sorry about that. You guys know how much my cat loves me when I live stream. So the Emperor in reverse is for you. The Empress reversed is for them. And then we also have the Queen and the King of Cups. It's like we're getting back to this very lovey-dovey vibe. It's really beautiful, but why is the Five of Wands there? The Seven of Cups. To be honest with you, this feels more sexual and romantic than it does anything serious. That Five of Wands can be like fighting and things like that, but it's not anything super serious. It's usually when our egos are involved, but it feels more passionate because that Seven of Cups is there. So it can just be like a little lover's quarrel that turns into, I don't know, fucking tickling session, bitch. I don't know. Or like a little lover's quarrel that's not that serious and it's really rooted in passion, and maybe you guys just miss each other, something like that. So I feel like because you are the masculine here, I think that you're showing up in a very mature way, and they seem to be on the receiving end of that, and I think it's going well ish. Okay. What's that Five of Cups reversed? The Devil. So in their feelings, we have the Empress reversed, the Hierophant, and the Five of Cups reversed. There seems to be forgiveness there, here, in some way, or maybe this person feels like you forgive them. They seem to be quite committed to you. This person definitely stands on their morals and their beliefs. Okay. So, whatever that may be, whether it's religious or spiritual or political or whatever it is, that Hierophant there, I like that it's in the upright. The only thing that I don't like is that the Empress is in reverse. Not my favorite. This person may have some self-worth, self-value issues or some issues around their physical appearance, or they may be feeling like they need to do more than they really do in order to have a relationship or keep a relationship. But the thing is that they know that within themselves because it's in their feelings. So they know that there's something about them that doesn't feel good enough, just as you in your heart, you feel like something about you is not good enough. Emperor reversed, Empress reversed. How they see you, the world, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Well, the good thing is that the world is going to trump the rest of these cards. Okay. So this person may feel like there was some level of betrayal here, whether this is in the past or actually in August. And they feel like you're kind of sulking about it, or, maybe you made some bad decisions, or maybe the both of you did. But the fact that the world is here tells me that there's some level of closure around whatever that is. And because I was seeing that Five of Cups reversed here, there may be some forgiveness in regards to, I don't know, something bad that was being done, or some kind of power plays, or sex, or an addiction of some sort. I don't know, infidelity. I mean, I don't know, right? Pick your poison. But the world is here, so it makes me feel like it's some kind of peaceful closing in a good way. God damn it. Okay. So their actions, they seem to be a little quiet. Beginning of August, a little quiet, not really saying everything that's on their mind. There's something that's kind of killing their confidence a little bit, or they may be trying to be silent about what it is that they're feeling, but they could be having a hard time because something is messing with their confidence or messing with their ego or their pride. And why? What is that? The Four of Cups. They seem to be disappointed in you. They seem to be a little disappointed for some reason. Okay. They're just like, I've had enough of this, not saying that it's going to go bad. It doesn't feel super severe just based on what I'm seeing, but it feels a little uncomfortable, but there's seems to be love here. So advice for one of you or the both of you. We have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. And then we have house 9, spiritual growth. So I feel like someone here, the both of you, the work that you have been doing in regards to your philosophy on life, or in regards to, I don't know, your higher purpose, or just what your belief systems are, I think that that's paying off in the end. So whether, or maybe it's an educational thing, maybe this has really nothing to do with the relationship. So the house 9 can also be like we're reviewing something, not so much in a detail oriented way where we get lost in the details and we miss the big picture. This is more of like big picture, higher thinking kind of a situation or kind of house. So I feel like some kind of hard work that somebody here has been putting in regards to that, and kind of being more, I guess you could say, more high minded, I feel like something about that is going to benefit you, this person, the relationship as a whole. So, Taurus, that is what I have for you. Thank you guys so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during the live, then you can head on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis, and you can go ahead and book with me there. Have a good one. My back hurts so bad. Mojo, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Enigma. Okay. Oh my God, I need to turn that off. What an absolute idiot. Okay, cool. Hi, Mojo. It's so nice to see you. All right, Gemini. I just want to make sure I don't have anything in my teeth. Oh, Birdie. Thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I know I need to post more. Shout out to the people that are hanging tough with me. Honestly. Stop talking to yourself like that, V. What did I say? I don't even realize what I said. I really don't remember what I said. Okay, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well. Mojo, just in time, right? But what's going on, Gemini? I hope you're going to have a great August. I'm sure that you will. Uranus is now in your sign. Yay. But we're going to go ahead and be taking a look at what is going on between you and your person. So let's see. Okay. Nine of Pentacles for your feelings. The Four of Wands for how you see this person. I like it so far. The Moon for your actions. Okay. Damn, the Lovers. Get out. Get out. The Lovers for their feelings. The Three of Pentacles reversed for how they see you. Not a big deal. Ten of Cups reversed for their actions. This is weird. Ah, this is weird. I'm getting like a little bit of like this vibe from you where you're kind of like, I don't know. And I feel like this person feels this, like you are in their feelings. Like this is literally the card of Gemini. You are in their feelings, but they just look at you like you just don't, you want to just disagree just to disagree. And they're like, I'm not gonna give this person a hug, or I'm not gonna, I don't know. It feels a little feisty. I don't know why. Let's see that Nine of Pentacles. Oh, that's why. The Nine of Pentacles with the Judgment reversed and the Three of Swords reversed makes me think of somebody who's like, yeah, we're not getting coming together. Like, I'm over it. I don't care. And I feel like to a point, maybe, the Nine of Pentacles is in the upright. So it does tell me that you have this pretty solid sense of self. You seem to be pretty happy with where you're at in life or how you look or your financial situation. You just seem to be, feeling good, looking good, smelling good, maybe. Okay. But with that Judgment reversed and the Three of Swords reversed, I don't think that you're totally over something that occurred between you and this person. And so you're like, yeah, I'm not coming together with you. Or it's like, maybe you don't want to talk about something that happened in the past, and even though like under the surface, you may be having a hard time kind of letting it go. And there can be a lot of, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel like self-doubt though. It doesn't really feel like self-doubt, although Judgment reverse can sometimes represent that just because the Nine of Pentacles is here, but that Judgment reverse is going to trump it. Tell me about that Judgment reversed. Damn. There's this energy about you where I think that you really just want to try to focus on yourself as much as possible, but something kind of has you in your feels a little bit, something that occurred in the past, something that broke your heart. And so you're kind of still hanging on to it. It's kind of like that really annoying, like hangnail or, that splinter. And you're like, fuck, but you're just kind of going about your business and, whatever. It kind of just feels like like an itch you can't scratch. Because you may be feeling a little defensive about this person for some reason, or about something maybe you did, or I don't know. Let's see. You're viewing them as the Four of Wands, the Six of Oh, you don't trust them. This person can be in the public eye for some of you. The Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, you may feel like this person is having some form of celebration, or maybe they're giving you attention, or they're getting a lot of attention, but you may feel like, I don't trust it. Like there's something about it where you're not really trusting it. Like, it's like, oh, what the fuck was that? It's like, I don't know, like you see them and like everybody's acting like they like this person. Oh my God, this Gemini's person is just the best or whatever. And you're like, I don't trust you. Like it's just I don't know. There's something weird about it. Like, and that Six of Wands is facing you, so it makes me feel like they're giving you attention, but in some way, I don't know if it's like watching your socials and that doing it that way, but you just don't trust it. Like whatever they're doing, you just don't trust it. I don't think, in my opinion. Ooh. Okay, Gemini, please don't kill me. I do think that you do have a little bit of an intimidation factor kind of going on here. Okay, please don't hate me. Maybe it's reversed, okay? But that moon with the hermit and the seven of swords reversed now, the judgment reversed is also in your feelings. And the judgment reversed can be like where we're not wanting to really take accountability for something, but the seven of wands reversed is also there. So it can represent, if we put these two cards together, the seven of wands and reversed and the judgment reverse, this can represent somebody who is doubting themselves enough to become a little intimidated. And now with that nine of pentacles, it's very much of a focus on self. So it's like, well, I'm feeling intimidated, so I'm just going to pour back into myself and I'm going to focus on me and living my best life kind of thing. But it definitely feels like you're kind of in the pits a little bit. You're really feeling things on a very deep level, especially in regards to yourself. And there can be some guilt that you have here, or it can be because Hermit's also about self, as is the Nine of Pentacles, and as can be the Seven of Swords reverse. This is where we're like, I just need to focus on myself. I can't do this. Like, I can't, I can't keep watching their socials, or I can't keep talking to the people that they talk to, or I can't like be in cahoots with them. Like I need to just trust myself and I need to just be solo and I need to focus on me. It can be that, honestly. And their feelings is the lovers, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Six of Pentacles reversed. This person is either very in love with you or there's a very strong connection that they feel. And so it can be emotional and mental. But this is not like your run of the mill connection. This is a very rare kind of vibe, at least in their feelings. But that Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Pentacles reversed, they kind of feel like either not worthy, or they may be feeling some kind of way because they could feel like you're trying to take advantage of them, or you know um they could just feel once again like their worth is low or something like that. Why? Eight of Swords reverse, give me one more. The Ace of Wands, they could feel like you're attracted to somebody else, or they could feel like you're not really focused on them, or you're just focused on doing other things or other people or things that you're passionate about. There's definitely like a sense of instability in this person's feelings. Like the feelings are there, but the instability is as well. And it doesn't really look like they're committed or really nurturing this. If anything, they may be pulling back their energy, or they may even feel like they just can't give to you right now because they just don't have it to give. Although there may be an attraction here, if this is love. Interesting. We're getting a lot of pairs tonight. We saw that in Taurus as well. So we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed in their feelings, and then for how they see you is the King of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles reversed, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. They may feel like you're kind of dilly-dallying around, like with somebody else, just because I see these two threes here. This person may view you as somebody who is stable within yourself, like somebody who is committal, but they don't really feel like you guys are on the same page about what that looks like. They may feel like you're, hanging out with your friends, or, maybe they feel like you're trying to reconcile or they're trying to reconcile with you, but you're just kind of being a little stubborn and you're just not really agreeing with them about certain things, which is kind of throwing the energy off. What's that Three of Pentacles reversed? The Queen of Swords. Is there another woman or something? Listen, it's either that there's another person involved that they're not cool with, or it's that they feel like whatever you're trying to feed them, they feel like they're smarter than that. Okay. So I don't know. The Ten of Cups reversed for how they're showing up. You got this person stressed out. What is going on? This person is pissed off. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. There's the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands reversed. There's too many cooks in the kitchen, in my opinion. And I don't really feel like they're comfortable enough to be able to emotionally support you or show up in a relationship or nurture this. If anything, they're stressed out, pissed off, maybe jealous, but they seem to be angry at you. They don't seem to be very happy, and you seem to be kind of like distant or maybe a little avoidant, maybe for good reason. I don't know. Either your advice or their advice or the both of you. We have surrender to the divine and then the North Node. Well, the North Node can be, it's the dragon's head in astrology, right? So it's like, but he doesn't have a tail because it's disconnected. So the North Node, the South Node is supposed to be like the North Node is the dragon head, the South Node is the dragon's tail. Okay. And so the thing about the North Node is it's always hungry. So whatever sign it's in or whatever planet it touches, it wants more and it wants more and it wants more and it wants more. And so I kind of feel like with that, whatever that is, and this card surrender to the divine, I feel like we're needing to kind of chill the fuck out on something. And I don't know why. Like that North Node just feels like it's too much or greedy or it's just a lot. Like there's something about that. And I feel like we're needing to kind of surrender that a little bit and kind of ease up. So I don't know why I'm getting that. Because I feel like something will happen in due time, and like I'm just getting like a need to chill the fuck out about something. And I don't know if that's you or them or the both of you, okay? But that's what I got. So Gemini, thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, then you can head on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis and you can book a question with me there. Have a good one, Gemini, and enjoy your August. Thank you. My back hurts so bad. I need to get my water. So if you guys wouldn't mind, just give me a second, okay? You're welcome, Mojo, of course. What's up, alien? I'm really well. How are you? Yes, the North Node is in Pisces. And for some of us, that can have us wanting to isolate a lot. I've found myself doing, I mean, I'm kind of like that anyway, but I really found myself doing that with the North Node and Pisces. Just being very like isolating a lot. I've been meditating a lot more as well, though, so being a lot more creative. Although I'm always kind of creative. Anyway, I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Thank you. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer. Alrighty. Hi, Cancer. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on between you and your person for the beginning of August 2025. Your feelings, the Justice reversed. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles for how you see this person. Your actions is the Two of Wands. The Knight of Swords for their feelings. The Knight of Pentacles reversed for how they see you. And the Fool for their actions. I need to pull my second deck here. Okay. I feel like you got a big decision to make about this person, maybe. I don't like that Justice reversed. This person definitely views you as a bit stubborn or self-critical or caring too much about what other people think. Let's see. Your feelings, we have the Justice reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed, and the Three of Pentacles. What a bizarre energy. For some of you, there can be a third party with that Justice reversed and that Three of Pentacles. What's that Ace of Wands reversed? The Seven of Wands reversed. What's that Justice reversed? The Five of Pentacles reversed. Something's pretty imbalanced here. I kind of feel like it's on your end just because this is like your you. Okay. Reverse it if you need to. But there may be something that you feel like you did or something that you said or, you know, something you haven't quite admitted to maybe with that Justice reverse, and you may be delaying that because right now you just kind of want to get on the same page with this person. And so you're not really talking about it because there may be this kind of defensiveness around maybe a decision or even an indecision maybe that you made. Now, that Justice reverse can also be where you haven't quite decided, and this is the Five of Pentacles reverse, which is clarifying it. You haven't quite decided maybe if you want to make amends or if you want to be honest about something or if you want to unblock this person. And you seem to be kind of like delaying that or not really feeling motivated because you're feeling defensive about something or you're feeling a bit challenged about it. Feels like you're kind of on the fence. But that Justice reverse definitely is not always the best sign. You know, it's like, I fucked up somewhere, you know, and like we all fuck up, right? But it feels like you're just kind of delaying making a decision or you're delaying making amends or you're delaying being honest because you just kind of want to like keep things cool and like we just, you know, we're going to act like we're on the same page. It feels like a, not that this connection is superficial, but it feels like we're just kind of being superficial or we're putting a band-aid over a wound that needs to be cleaned out first, you know? Hmm. How you view them is the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. You may feel like this person is really like working hard towards this connection or this relationship, like they're really putting in a gallant effort, and you may feel like they've stopped investing into something else in order to work on this connection or work on this relationship, or maybe you feel like they're making some kind of sacrifices in some way. And you see them, maybe this is somebody new for some of you, but you see them offering you something. This could be somebody that you actually work with because of that Three of Pentacles and that Eight of Pentacles. and you see them offering you something. What's that Seven of Pentacles reversed about? The Ace of Pentacles. It seems like they're giving up one opportunity to take this opportunity with you, perhaps. Because there's those two aces there. Because something else doesn't really seem to be working in their life. What a weird energy. Okay. So the Two of Wands, the Empress reversed, and the Page of Wands reversed. So there's that delay again. There's this energy of, okay, like, oh, okay, I really need to make a fucking decision. Okay, I really need to make a decision. I need to kind of come out of my comfort zone here. I need to come up with a plan. But that Empress reversed with the Page of Wands reversed, it tells me that there's some confidence issues around whatever this decision is. Like there's some confidence, or you're not feeling your most feminine, or you're not feeling super good about this, or maybe you don't feel loved, or I don't know, but that Page of Wands reverse is just like this kind of, what is that? Why is the Empress reversed? The Ten of Swords reversed. Some kind of there was something that was done wrong here. So there was some kind of like betrayal, or there was some kind of ending that maybe you feel is still kind of up in the air, or you feel like it's not really been dealt with. And so you can be like, I don't know if I really want to explore this or do this, because I'm not feeling super confident based on past decisions or past happenings. And so it's like you feel like they're putting in work. You feel like they're putting in work. You feel like they're putting in an effort, like a true, honest to God effort. And they're showing up with love, but you feel like they've also had to drop something else, or they're dropping something else, or sacrificing something else in order to give to you, which I don't know if that's bad or good, but so maybe it's just that you're not totally decided because of a past betrayal. This person's feelings, we have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay. I definitely feel like this person has some, fucking questions. They have some questions. They're feeling insecure, they're feeling pissed off. Um, they seem to be kind of lost. Why? What's going on? The Knight of Cups over all these knights. You have all the knights on the table. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. It just feels like, where are we going here? Like, we're going nowhere. We're going right off of a fucking cliff. And this person seems to have a lot of questions about maybe the authenticity of the connection or feelings, you know? Mm. They seem to be a little bit inconsistent with how they're showing up, and I feel like it's because they don't have the answers, like some kind of answers about the connection that they're looking for. Jesus Christ. What the hell is this? Honestly. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Devil, and the Temperance. Alrighty, cool. You got the Devil and the Angel here, okay, quite literally. This person, what's that Devil? The Two of Wands. There's that decision again. It's like this person feels as though you're stuck in a loop, or you're kind of stuck on stupid, or you're stuck in place. And like you're okay with that. Like you're content with that. And they feel like you're not really coming out of your comfort zone because you're so used to some kind of faux routine, or you're so used to, just having things a certain way or something, that they just kind of feel like you're at peace with that. Or like, I don't know, you don't want more for yourself, or you're afraid if you go against the grain or come out of your comfort zone a little bit, that what are people going to think, maybe. But they don't really feel like you're kind of like, you're not really chucking along, but you're okay with that. but you're like at peace with that. And listen, I don't know your fucking situation. That's like your totally your business. But it's interesting. Their actions towards you, justice. Now we have the justice in the upright, but on their end, the three of wands. Okay. It almost feels like they're looking at you like, well, if you're not going to jump, I will. You know, if you're not going to jump, if you're not going to take the leap, if you're not going to have the faith, I will. And it seems like maybe there's a higher level of commitment happening here. This person seems to be pretty confident in the way that they're stepping towards you. It seems like they're trying to evolve the connection. And the way that you're even viewing them is that they are actually putting in a really great effort. I also feel like the sex is good with that devil there. Okay. The sex may be really good. There may be like a little bit of a toxic relationship mm, or just some kind of addiction that the two of you have, but towards each other. But other than that, it just seems like this person is trying to take a leap of faith, and they're trying to do the right thing, or maybe they're trying to make things right with you, or they're trying to evolve the relationship in some way. So the advice for one of you or both of you, emotions are running high in house three. Okay. So house three can certainly be about the way that we think, or communication, right? It can be about more so like the details of things. And it can also be like our early childhood conditioning when it comes to how we express ourselves and just what we're learning. And with the emotions running high card mixed with that house three, it makes me feel like there's going to be a very emotional conversation between the two of you. And it may feel very intense, but it's really how you think about it. It's really about perspective. It's how you perceive it. It's how you communicate. It's not what the problem is, it's how you deal with the problem. It's how you're able to use your level of emotional intelligence to be able to handle it and to be able to resolve it in a cool, calm, collected, and mature manner. So I feel like that's kind of what it is. So, Cancer, that is what I have for you. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, you are more than welcome to visit hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis, and you can book with me there. Oh, do I really not have any room? Okay, I guess we'll just do this. Righty. Wow, 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 wow. All right, shall we move on to Leo? His energy says he has a life sentence. That's so damn funny. What's up, love apples? It's really great to see you. I feel dumb. Wait. Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to Leo. Leo season. Ow. What's going on, Leo? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on between you and your person for the beginning of August 2025. The King of Swords reversed and your feelings. Okay. How you're viewing this person is the Seven of Cups reversed. I don't know if I like that. And the Nine of Wands for your actions. Okay. The Six of Pentacles and their feelings. How they see you is the Lovers reversed. The Two of Cups reversed for their actions. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh boy. Kind of feels like you're gaslighting a situation, but I don't know. And then they like the Seven of Cups reverse for how you view them is like they see through something, and then you kind of have your guard up because of it, maybe. And the way I don't like the way that they're viewing you, like Lovers reversed. Ugh, that's kind of sealing the deal for me. But let's clarify. Some of you have Mercury and Pisces. Um, Why is the King of Swords reversed? Okay, Page of Swords. Wow. So you have the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Interesting. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. It just seems like you're a little disconnected or you lack some information about the connection. You may be confused about something that you've observed or something that maybe even this person has seen about you, something like this. But with that Knight of Swords, I think that you're feeling like you know that you need to have a conversation with this person about something, or it may even be that you're kind of deciding or undecided on whether or not you just want to drop a conversation or you actually want to answer to it or have the conversation. Okay. Because that hangman can represent where we're needing to sacrifice or where we want to sacrifice something or just kind of let it go. Okay. Surrender it, whatever. I'm not going to try to, fit something. Um, I feel like you're trying to be of a higher mind about something. Like you're trying to be, you seem to be trying to be more compassionate, but I think that you feel like you don't have the answers to this necessarily, but you're trying to find them, like in regards to this connection. Because there are like there are truths that you feel like you know about them, but in the same breath, you feel like you're not always sure. Like there's always this weird veil hanging over the relationship, or it always feels like the both of you are hiding something from one another, or I think that you feel like you need to maybe even humble yourself a bit or just kind of like fucking relax and just kind of let go of some issue maybe, or maybe you're trying to ask questions through like an empathetic lens. What do we have questions about? What is this? The King of Wands. It can be around another man. Hmm. It can be about another man, but this is also you. So it may be that you're trying to assert yourself, and maybe you're trying to see if the attraction is still there with that King of Wands as well. Or maybe it's just something as simple as how can we spice this up, right? It can't be that, but it just feels like you have questions. You have a lot of questions. And you feel like this person probably does as well with the way that you're seeing them. So, the Seven of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups reversed with the Nine of Swords reversed for how you see this person. You feel like they don't trust you. And you could feel like it's because of, oh my God, my freaking alarm. Sorry. You could feel like it's because, I don't know, maybe they've been traumatized or they have anxiety or they've gotten in their head a lot or maybe there's some level of insecurity or who knows, right? But you feel like they are making a definitive decision, a conscious decision to not trust you with that Seven of Cups reverse. Like that is the choice that they're making. They don't trust you. Why? The Eight of Swords reverse because of maybe a choice that you made. But at the same time, it almost looks like you're viewing them as just trying not to even really worry about it, but or you feel like that they don't trust you. Maybe that's something you're trying to figure out as well. Maybe you're like hoping you can more so take the lead in the relationship, but you may feel like, well, obviously that would be built off trust, right? In order to follow somebody, you better fucking trust them. So maybe it's something like that. Because you seem to be showing up as a masculine. So the Nine of Wands with the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups. There may be like a third party that you're regretting. Okay. Tell me about that Five of Cups. Yeah, it could be that you were juggling or you had other options or something. Maybe you're regretting that. You seem to be fighting to get together with this person or maybe reconcile with this person. Like you got some skin in the game. And there may also be some confusion as well around the past. And you did have questions. You had concerns or questions, and so you may be questioning these things. But you're still kind of standing on business, I suppose. But there's definitely some confusion around the past. or some regret around a person or a friend or something. Okay. Oh boy. It's interesting in this person's feelings. With that Six of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Fool reverse, this is somebody who wants to give to this, wants this equal give and take, or even maybe feels it with you. And they seem to be wanting to be very generous with their time. And they don't really have any doubt that they can't make this happen. Like they feel like they can make this happen between the two of you, but that trust is not there. The Fool reversed, yeah, I can talk about somebody who's being reckless, being impulsive, but not with that Judgment and that Six of Pentacles there. The Fool reversed, being here, it can also be about, specifically with the other cards that are around them, the Fool reverse can be where we are apprehensive to take a leap of faith. I don't really know if I'm walking through that door, right? I don't know if I'm really jumping off that cliff. So there can be this apprehension that's kind of happening here. Why is that? The Hermit, because of a Virgo, or something that was done behind the scenes, an inner knowing that they may have. So if there's been a separation, I feel like they want to reconcile. This person may also be taking some level of accountability for their impulsive ways or impulsive decisions. Like this person seems pretty self-aware, to be honest, with that Hermit there. So Hermit's pretty self-aware and usually pretty intelligent. So I feel like they have an awareness of certain, levels of accountability that they feel like they need to take as well. Okay. Wow, that's powerful. They view you as the Lovers reversed, the Sun, and the Moon. But why is the Lovers reversed? The Queen of Wands reversed. I feel like there is somebody else or something. This person may feel like, you make them jealous. You tend to make them jealous, or that there was somebody else that you were dealing with. Oh boy, I'm getting a lot of that for these readings. And I'm wondering if it's something to do with that, Mercury retrograde Kazemi, or if there is, that Venus square Saturn that we're having as well, Venus squaring Saturn and Neptune, where there could be like a reality check about love or finances or self-worth as well, but self-esteem, relationships. Now, this person does view you as somebody that makes them incredibly happy, somebody who's very deep, has a lot of depth, somebody who trusts themselves, somebody who has good intuition, or somebody that they feel very deeply for. This person may feel like you have a very strong masculine and feminine side because that Sun and that Moon. But they feel like you've either cheated, or you've been lying, or you've been blaming them for their jealousy or something like that. Like you haven't made some good decisions. Because remember, I was like, well, why don't they trust them? And that Eight of Swords pop out, and I said it was because of a decision that was likely made. So, but let's see. Okay. Eesh. Tough crowd. So Leo, I mean, it doesn't have to be all humdrum, but Two of Cups reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, Ace of Swords reversed for this person's actions. They're like, can't handle it, can't do it, fuck this. This person may kind of go ghost or go silent or really not say anything. And it can be because they feel as though they don't have clarity, but they just may not understand a decision that you've made, and it's something that they may feel it's hard for them to handle. Don't get me wrong, you make this person very happy, but you also piss them off. And I feel like there was something that happened here that you may be regretting, or you may be sad about, or it's like, I don't know if it gets exposed, or I don't know what's going on here. Maybe you're apprehensive on whether or not to be honest to this person. I don't know. But I will tell you that they don't seem to, the action that they're taking is a little like hands up in the air, fuck it, I don't care, just let's see, advice for you, them, or the both of you. So we have adjustments are required and Aquarius. There can be something in regards to the people that you hang out with, because we were seeing something about that, like regrets around a friend maybe, or um somebody maybe you were trying to be friends with. Adjustments are required with Aquarius, because if we're talking about like the 11th house, which Aquarius naturally runs, then we're talking about like friends, groups, communities, social media. Maybe something needs to be adjusted about social media, or about who we're hanging out with, or about who we're interacting with on a day-to-day basis. So it can be something like that if we're wanting to keep the relationship. But it can also be about being authentic and owning your own truth as well. So, and maybe some adjustments need to be made in regards to that. So, thank you so much, Leo. That is what I have for you. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, then you can head on over to hitsy.com/Violetta Alexis and you can book there. Thanks a lot. Alrighty. What's up, Jasmine? It's good to see you. Sorry, Leos. I know that sounded crappy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Let me shuffle some cards here. All right, now we got to move on to Virgo. Give me just a second. Dude, Virginia's so hot. It's disgusting. Hot, humid, chance of afternoon thunderstorms. Back to you, Bob. What's up, Dark Matter? Happy Monday, darling. Yeah, I'm in Virginia. Hate it. Hate it. I fucking hate it here. I want to move to Scotland so bad. You know what, Lori? No. I'm so jealous. What's up, LaDonna? Although, to be honest with you, I really do want to live in a place where it rains a lot. I really do. I love that. I love that vibe. Not all the time. I need some sun for God's sake, but yeah. All right, so let's move on to Virgo. Hello, Virgo. I hope you guys are doing well. Your season is on its way. Okay, just another month or so. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on between you and your person for the beginning of August. So let's see. King of Cups reversed and your feelings. How you view this person is the Death reversed. Okay. Three of Swords for your actions. Jesus, what is happening in these readings? I'm so sorry, guys. They're so depressing. Well, somebody's got to have a good read, right? Maybe it'll be Capricorn again. Six of Wands reversed for their feelings. The Chariot for how they see you. The Nine of Pentacles for their actions. Oof. Interesting. It's definitely a past thing, I think. Well, they don't seem to be viewing you bad from what I can see. You seem to be in some kind of pain. All right. What's that King of Cups reversed? The Ten of Pentacles reversed in the world. Huh. I'm tired of these readings. Oh my God. Like, what is going on? What's the goal here? I don't get it. The Page of Cups? Are you like trying to start over? Because, so let me show you, right? So we have the King of Cups reversed, Ten of Pentacles reversed, we have the World, and then we have the Page of Cups. So in your feelings with that King of Cups reverse and the Ten of Pentacles reversed, you know, you may feel like a certain way that you wanted to go about this relationship didn't really work, right? Like maybe you had a specific idea of how it was going to go, or what you feel like you needed to do in order to acquire the relationship or keep the relationship or maintain the relationship. But with that World there to the Page, the World is where we're having a finish. We're reaching the finish line of something. We're reaching the finish line and we're starting a new chapter, okay? And so it's where we're beginning again, but it's a brand new journey from where we started, where the journey began, to how we've evolved now at this point. And then the pages here. So it makes me feel like it feels like you're starting over, because it's really weird, right? It's like we're going from the Ten of Pentacles reversed to the World. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles is a completion, it's a finality, and so is the World, but the Ten of Pentacles is reversed. So it's making me feel like some way that a connection is being structured, you feel like it can't really work that way anymore. And the King of Cups being reversed, and then we're going to the Page, because it goes Page, Knight, King, and Queen. So being that we're going from the King of Cups reversed to the Page, it feels like we're starting over in some way. Like, I don't know, like there may be some closure, a maturation process that you seem to be going through, where you're trying to maybe, I don't know, date your wife again, or, you're trying to romance the girlfriend you've had for 10 years, or, your husband, or whatever it may be. But there's this admiration that you have for this person, this love that you have for this person. For some of you, it's straight up that like you're breaking up with someone and you got a divorce, or you got a divorce, and you're kind of like, you know what, it's okay. It's just, it is what it is. And you're starting again. And maybe this is a new person, but it's going to depend. But it didn't feel like that initially. So, but it depends. It depends on your personal situation. What is that? World reversed? The Five of Wands reversed. Yeah, it feels like we're not about the drama. We're trying to start over, or like turn a new leaf. Okay. The Death reversed with the Star and the Wheel of Fortune reversed for how you view them. So you see a future with this person, but you feel like they're still stuck in Never Never Land. Not Never Never Land. You still feel like they're stuck on something that you've done, or a way of being in the relationship, and you feel like they're kind of repeating cycles, although at the same time you feel like they're trying to heal that. But it's like you see that that Star is sandwiched between those cards, and they're all major arcana, so it feels like it's outside of them, but it's happening inside of them, and it's like an influence of their past or their upbringing, or like it's very strong. But you see hope here. There's a seed of hope, and dare I say, seeds of doubt. What's that? Death reversed, the Four of Pentacles, where they're holding on to something. You feel like they're holding on to something. I wrote a poem called Two-Sided Coin, and in the poem I said something like, I wish I was the only one that held on to their past like it was the last thing they had left. And that's what that reminds me of. Like, this person is holding on. You feel like at least this is just your perspective anyway. Okay, it's just your perspective, but you may feel like this person is holding on to an old way of being, or an old way of doing things, whatever. Your action is the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords reversed, and the Eight of Cups reversed. Why is the Three of Swords here? The Four of Wands. it seems like you're walking right back into some kind of like heartache, honestly, around a relationship or a home situation or even a family situation, but you seem to be heartbroken. Give me one more. Why are we heartbroken? The strength reversed. You seem to be heartbroken. Like you feel like you just can't win with this person or something like that. Like I just can't win, you know, and your pride is kind of hurt. Your pride is hurt. Confidence is a little low. Let's see. Okay, there's two sixes here. That's good. Okay, for this person's feelings, the Six of Wands reversed with the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups reversed. It's weird because it's like uh, there's this feeling that you are like a gift to them in some way. Like you are a gift to them, and they, dare I say, they may feel that way about themselves. I don't know, but and they think about you all the time, with that Six of Cups. But that Six of Wands reversed and the Nine of Cups reversed, it's either one of two things, but maybe two things can be true at the same time. There's these sweet feelings and they feel very endeared to you, right? But at the same time, they feel like they're not really getting their needs met in a situation, or there's some kind of wish unfulfilled, but they may not really be trying to shine a light on it. For others of you, this person can feel a little entitled to get what they want, to a point of, being a little overly indulgent or a little selfish, kind of a little bit of a king or a queen mentality, maybe. But endeared to you nonetheless, right? Like, is endeared to you nonetheless. What's that Nine of Cups reverse? The Tower. They feel like something has to change, but I feel like it is. There could also be a tower moment that happened between the two of you where like shit just kind of hit the fan and they just feel like, yeah, I'm not going to get what I want. I'm never going to get what I want even though I care about this person or I love this person. How they view you is the Chariot, the Four of Swords reversed, and the Two of Swords. Okay, well, I like that. It feels like they look at you like you're riding in, you're going for it, you're taking initiative, you're taking charge. You have the courage to be able to heal this with them or to be able to make peace or have a truce or whatever. Like, and I think that's good. It looks healthy. It doesn't look bad. So they're not viewing you in a bad light by any means. Now, of course, these are just three cards, but from what I can see, I'm not really seeing that. Let's see their actions. How fascinating. The Nine of Pentacles with the Six of Swords and the Hierophant, they're quite focused on themselves. They're very focused on themselves, and they're trying to look good, feel good, smell good. They're trying to be financially independent. They may be doing, financially well for themselves maybe in the next week or so or whatever it is. And what is that Six of Swords? The Queen of Swords reversed. They may be trying to move on from some kind of mentality. Like if this person was used to really get up in arms, or they used to get overly emotional or overly mean or something like that. They may be trying to work on not being that way, where they're trying to handle themselves from more of a logistical standpoint, or making more so head over heart decisions. Because I do see some level of commitment here with that Hierophant there. But they're also holding their ground in a situation as well. So I do think that they're trying to resolve something within themselves, because the nines are about self, and they're doing it in good faith. But I think it's also about the relationship as well. Like there's something about where they're trying to maybe make themselves better for the relationship, but they're also standing their ground in regards to their morals, or their values, and what they believe in. So I don't know what this heartache is that you're feeling. Give me one more on that heartache. The Emperor reversed. It almost feels like you feel like you can't take the lead with this person. It feels like a confidence issue. Like there's something here where you just feel like you're never going to have this role in the connection like you want. I don't know, man. You know, Maybe it's over another man. Fuck. I don't know. So, advice for you, them, or the both of you. Aw. Okay. Have faith in your dreams and Venus. Oh, that's really sweet. Okay. Oh. Um, so when it comes to love, when it comes to money, when it comes to self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, all of that, like I really feel like when it comes to Venusian things, especially regarding the both of you or whatever, like you can really have it. And I think with how you're viewing them, Virgo, or whoever the first person was, you're viewing them as the star. So there is hope there. There is faith there. That is what the star entails. And so it's telling you to have faith in that. So I don't know. It's give and receive the love, man. And try to find beauty even in the small things and having gratitude. Um Even when it's hard, I think. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, you are more than welcome to head on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis and you can book with me there. Take care. These readings are kicking my ass. They're kicking my ass today. Jeez Louise. Ooh. Thanks, Mojo. I appreciate that. They are really busy. All right. Virgo starting over. They got this all day. Yeah. All right. I just have to take my collagen. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, cool. Moving right along to my Libras. God, I really do look like I just got out of the gym. I am so freaking sweaty. All right, Libra, Libra, Libra. Hello, Libra. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on for you and your person for the beginning of August. The Seven of Swords reversed for your feelings. How you see this person is the Four of Cups, okay? Jesus Christ. The Page of Pentacles reversed for your actions. The Knight of Pentacles in their feelings. The Ten of Cups reversed for how they view you. The Eight of Pentacles reversed for their actions. Let me just get into it before I even... Oh, wow. Okay. Damn. Why is the Seven of Swords reversed? Oh, you're going to express something. You're going to be open and honest about something that you've been feeling or thinking. You feel like you have to be honest with this person about something that you've been intuiting. Seven of Swords reversed, the High Priestess and the Magician. I mean, damn. Okay, Libra. What are you doing? Fucking magic on this bitch? Mm. Well, it feels like you're trying to manifest the truth. There's definitely a deep erotic attraction to this person. What is that Magician? What are we doing? The King of Pentacles reversed. Is Libra this King of Pentacles reversed? Reversed is no, upright is yes. Yes. So the masculines are showing up first a lot tonight, okay? So you may have a little bit of a confession about something. The Seven of Swords can sometimes talk about a guilty conscience, okay? And it can be about something that you were hiding, or maybe it was a conversation that you were hiding as well. What is it? The Lovers reversed. Jesus Christ, help me. Oh God, help me. They're going to hate me tonight. Oh God, please help me. They're just going to hate me tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't control how they come out, guys, you know? Oh man, there's a lot of like weird infidelity, third party things happening, and it's kind of gross. So I'm just gonna keep it straight. I think that you're probably feeling like you need to be honest about some infidelity, or you need to be honest about some kind of third party situation. Okay. And it can be something that you've been hiding for a long time. You know, it can also be that, ooh, that you were using someone, okay, that you were using someone, or you could have been lying about something financially, or once again about using somebody for your own benefit in one way or another. And I feel like if you do decide to say it, or if you do decide to be honest, it's going to be kind of out of nowhere, or maybe something that is a little bit spontaneous. What are we manifesting here? The Ten of Wands reverse. It feels like you want to get something off your chest. Feels like you really want to get something off your chest. I don't know if it's just been sitting on your listen, if it has been sitting on your conscience, then great. Then that means that you have a conscience, thank God, right? And you're willing to kind of rectify the situation through, you know, being accountable, being honest. So I certainly can't hate on you for it. Everybody makes mistakes, right? And I just really feel like you're trying to get this off your chest because it feels like something that you really can't handle anymore, to be honest. Alrighty. Well, we're hoping for the best over here in Virginia. Okay. Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups reversed, and the Ten of Cups reversed for how you view this person. Well, you know, they're fucking disappointed. At least that's how you're seeing it. They're disappointed. And you're looking at them like they're disappointed because there's a wish unfulfilled, and you don't really feel like they're committing to you or being very emotionally supportive of you. You just feel like they're probably like, yeah, I can't be bothered, honestly, you know, with all due disrespect, fuck off. That's kind of how you're seeing it. Tell me about that Four of Cups. The Knight of Cups, I feel like you're taking action towards them, and you're trying to offer love, but at the same time, I think that you look at them and they're kind of rejecting it, you know? I do believe that you and this person would be a very powerful couple, just with that Magician and that High Priestess. Those are very strong cards, you know? Those are some great cards. Um, so I think that you feel like that potential is there. And I think that you feel like it has a lot of potential because in traditional Rider Waite Tarot, you take a look at the High Priestess, she's sitting under no roof. She has no roof above her head, which is symbolic for unlimited potential. And so I think that you believe that, but there's also something that in order to explore that potential in a way that sits well on your conscience, you may be feeling like you need to express something or get something off of your chest that may be maybe a bit controversial. Okay. Um, It can also be that maybe it's not infidelity. Maybe you just are simply you actually blame them for something. Like you feel like something is their fault and you're finally kind of like admitting it. That can be it as well. Ooh, it's kind of sad. Well, I think that they are probably maybe rejecting you a bit. The Page of Pentacles reversed with the Hermit and the Six of Cups. This is for your actions, in February, excuse me, in February. Whoa, why did I say February? Maybe February is a relevant month for you. That's strange. You don't really seem to be putting in the effort towards this person. There may be some work that you're needing to do on yourself, but you may be having a hard time because you want to explore the connection more and you think about them all the time. And so you may be kind of like trying to avoid some kind of isolation, or you may be trying to, maybe put off some healing work that you need to do because you want to be with this person or you want to talk to them or whatever. Ugh. And so, but it can be that you're just like, okay, well, maybe I really need to work on my shit and like fucking like get it together. And I think that maybe some of it can be around your childhood, maybe some childhood work as well, but it's like you're kind of alone with your memories. You're kind of alone with your memories and your thoughts of this person a little bit. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, this person's feelings. Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, why is there conflict? The Page of Swords. There's something that they have observed or something that they have seen that they don't really seem to be happy with. So they want to take some calculated action, like, it's kind of like just a little bit cautious of how they're going about it, but they do seem to be wanting to put an effort. But there's something that they may have seen, or something that you tell them, maybe, or something that they overhear that they're like, oh, God, all right. I don't know if I want to fucking, but it's like they're still here because the Five of Wands isn't like a huge deal, but it is like, oh God, I'm a little pissed, and I was kind of getting that on how you were viewing them. But they're still taking action. There's still energy coming towards you. There's still effort being put into this, whether it's energetic or physical. I feel like it's more physical because it's pentacle energy. Yeah, there it is. How they view you, all reversed. Ten of Cups, the Moon, Knight of Pentacles, all reversed. So they feel like you were hiding something, or like something is being revealed with that moon reversed, something that you've been suppressing, something that you've been kind of keeping to yourself, something that they feel like you're being very critical of yourself about something, and they could feel like maybe you were afraid to say this because you really care about what they think, or that you were afraid to be honest because you care about what other people think. And there's this sense of like really needing they feel like you're really needing to work on this moon in reversed energy. So like this, I don't know, this these suppressed emotional issues or commitment issues, or I don't know, maybe it is infidelity. What's the moon reversed here? The Queen of Swords reverse. God, 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 please. Is it like another woman kind of thing, or do you have some like deep-seated rage? Or are you easily triggered? Like what is the thing here? See, and now I find it interesting because in their feelings in the beginning, it's like Eight of Pentacles, no big deal. Then in their actions is Eight of Pentacles reversed with a different deck. Oh man, I feel like let me see. Okay. Okay. Tell me about that Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Ace of Swords. They learn the truth about something or some kind of conversation that you have. They get a little nitpicky about it. And quite frankly, they may stop putting in as much effort as they did, although I do still feel like there's a spiritual connection. This person may be sticking to their guns, or maybe they still are feeling committed to you, but maybe they start to be just a little bit more like friendly as opposed to romantic. Almost like you're kind of getting a downgrade a little bit. Oh God. Okay. So let's see advice for you, them, the both of you. Could be a reconciliation though, if you guys have been, So then what do you need to release in Gemini? Well, Gemini can be about having options, and so maybe that's what it is. Um, Gemini can also be about curiosity, intellect, networking, even, socializing, things like that. Maybe it's the decisions that someone is making. Maybe it is about social media. Maybe it is about who someone is surrounding themselves with. Maybe it is about somebody's a little too fucking friendly with everybody. Maybe that's what it is. Um, maybe somebody here, in order to cope with something, they may need to do some writing or some reading to feel like to release something within them, and like journaling or something like that. So that is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, if you would like to book a super chat question and get your cards read during this live stream, then you can head on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis and you can book with me there. Okay. Let's move on. These look so fucking disorganized, honestly. Gross. All right, let's move on. That's it, V hydrate. What is that? What is that thing on your channel where you're always like, and stay moisturized, moisturize, moisturize, moisturize? So funny. Okay. Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Hope you guys are doing super awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on between you and your person for early August. Three of Wands reversed in your feelings. Ten of Swords reversed for how you view them. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Seven of Swords reversed in your actions. What the fuck is going on tonight? Is it that moon conjunct Mars? Is that what's happening? Is that like why? The Four of Swords for this person's feelings. The King of Cups for how they view you. The masculines are really showing up on the front end tonight. And the Queen of Cups reversed for this person's actions. All right, cool. So the Three of Wands reversed, the Nine of Wands reversed, and the Page of Wands in the upright. It almost feels like you're trying to take a serious situation and make it unserious. And you seem to be frustrated because something isn't really going your way and you're kind of lacking confidence. So you're just kind of giving in to more so like lightheartedness as opposed to like making a big fight about something. It feels like you're kind of paranoid you're going to lose somebody. What's that Page of Wands? The Three of Pentacles reversed. Two threes here. Jesus. I don't even want to say it, dude. Oh, is it time to go yet? I just don't even want to say it. So just definitely can be a third party situation. I just didn't want um definitely can be, you're not on the same page with this person, and you guys aren't really like you guys aren't really getting along. Like you certainly aren't agreeing with something, and it just feels like you're a little frustrated. So but instead of like outwardly showing that, you feel like you just need to keep it a little lighthearted. Like you're trying to be like, oh, wee, let's go to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know. It's a vibe. Ooh. Okay, cool. Love it. Ten of Swords reverse, the Magician, the Eight of Cups. I gotta be honest with you, Scorpio. This person's kind of like, fuck that. Uh, no. They are manifesting the ability to walk away. And I don't think they're just manifesting it. I think that they do not doubt their decision and what they're doing. They seem to be walking away from this. Okay. Maybe it's not forever, but they are like, oh, okay, got it. You know, that's kind of the vibe. They're definitely like, I got to be real with you. They're definitely showing up in their power with that magician there. And I do feel like they're being supported by the universe, by their decision, their self-confidence to kind of take a walk, you know? Because that magician is having like God's blessing and the universe's blessing, you know, as above, so below kind of vibe. Sorry. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. Some of you, I gotta be honest, okay. Some of you are uh confessing something about a pregnancy. Okay. What's that Seven of Swords about in reverse? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like there's too many cooks in the kitchen. You may be deciding to focus on yourself. But there can be something that you were honest about, like maybe you were acting single, or while you were single, you did something with that Seven of Swords reverse. But the Seven of Swords reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in combination, if we're looking at it more innocently, this can be about where we're deciding to focus on ourselves. There can be this energy where you're not really chasing, you know, you kind of know your value, or you're trying to be honest with this person and develop some kind of closure. Okay. What is going on tonight? Holy hell. In a handbasket. Are you like telling this person that you're going to be with someone else? Is that what it is? What's this Four of Swords? So this person's feelings, the Four of Swords, the King of Swords reversed, and the Five of Pentacles. They feel abandoned, or they feel like you gaslit them, or they feel like you like fucked with their head or something like that. And so they seem to be healing from the situation and kind of taking like a time out, honestly. I think that this person loves you a lot because that's how they're seeing you. But I feel like this person is hurting, and they don't really know what the truth is, or maybe they do, but they also feel like they've been lied to a lot, something like that. There's too many cooks in the kitchen, man. There's too many people here. What is, I don't like it. I really don't like it. I don't like the readings tonight. Oh my God. They see you evolving into something else. So, what I think is really interesting is you're confessing something about an empress. God damn it. You're confessing something about an empress. And they view you initially as the King of Cups, right? They're showing up as the Queen of Cups reversed until this happened, the Three of Swords reversed and the Emperor. It's like you are turning into some kind of emperor for this empress, maybe. Now, maybe this is the same person, but you see this person walking away and they seem to feel as though they've been gaslit in a situation. And they feel like through some kind of pain, you're evolving into what you were for them, into what you're going to be for this person. I'm so sorry. Mm. Queen of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Seven of Cups. Okay. This is somebody who is pretty feeling pretty emotional, and they're still kind of holding on to the past while maybe trying to explore options, but it can also be that they're just like, what was fucking real here? Like, what was real? You know? Like, was any of this real? It's almost like they're questioning it. They're questioning the truth, and they feel like you're trying to stay lighthearted about it. But this person's like, at least the way that you view them, Scorpio, you're viewing them like they're just kind of like, all right, well, I'm over it, fuck off, and you feel like they're pretty confident in doing so. But this is somebody who definitely feels like they just don't understand what happened. What is Scorpio's goal with this Empress? The Page of Cups, to offer love. Some of you are having a child with someone, or you have a child with someone, and that's like where the focus is, and you're trying to like get closure with that. What is Scorpio's goal with this Queen of Cups reversed? The Knight of Wands, passion maybe, wanting to keep things light once again with that Wands energy. Ooh. Dude, I want to back off this reading. I don't want to be a part of this mess. This looks like a mess. New Moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. And House 6. There may be something in regards to establishing a proper foundation, like your day-to-day routine, your health, your habits, your nutrition, workout routine, something like that. Somebody may have a fear around that specifically and need to work through that. However, House 6 is right before House 7, obviously. And this can be where we kind of like work through our issues before we get into an actual relationship. So there can be something about that kind of going on here. Or it's needing to go on. Let me put it like that. All right, I gotta get out of here. This is oh man. I feel like it's one of those dreams where I'm trying to like run as fast as I can and I just can't. It's like these cards tonight are vicious. They are fucking with me, buddy. That was a very specific reading. That was like so specific. That was so specific. It's gonna resonate for like one of you. I hope it's only one of you because that was terrible. Oh my God, help me, Jesus. Okay. Alrighty, cool-ish. No one gets wandies with me. Your readings are spot on though. Oh, thank you, baby. What's up, Crystal? Hi. It's so good to see you. Okay, that you need to coin that phrase, Infinite. No one gets wandies with me. Fucking love that. Somebody is getting told tonight. No, I can so hear your voice. You have such a distinct, prominent voice, Mojo. So when I read your comments, I can like literally hear you saying it. It's so funny. People be getting into things. Kin has logic. Kin has logic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're exactly right, Violetta. So she would leave first, so her fear of abandonment wouldn't be triggered. I never was going to leave until after the third time. Oh no, I'm sorry. All right. Let's go, Sagittarius. Maybe this will be a good one. Let's go. So, what's going on, Saggy? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what is going on between you and your person for the beginning of August. Okay. Yay. God, it feels like I've been walking through the desert for miles and I'm finally getting a drink of water. Please. Ace of Pentacles for your feelings. The Tower. Well, I gotta be honest. The Tower for how you view this person. The Chariot reverse for your actions. All right, cool. Five of Swords for their feelings. The Strength reverse for how they see you. The Six of Wands reversed for their actions. Okay. Well, shall we? Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups reversed. Damn, the masculines are showing up first tonight. Like round and round it goes, man. Round and round it goes. So you're in your feelings a little bit. I think you're a little wounded. That's okay. We've all been there, right? And but you are trying to let go of it. You are trying to let go of it. You're trying to let go of the past. This can also be, if I'm being honest with you, you could be attempting to like maybe offer a little bit of an apology, even though it feels like you're tracking through mud and snow boots, and you could kind of be like, I remember this person one time they had done something to me, okay, and like finally I was like, so are you going to apologize after like years, okay? And they were like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, haven't done any growing, have we? Like I'm not saying you haven't, okay? But you could be like apologizing, but there's a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, you could be forgiving this person, but you still got a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, and maybe rightfully so. Okay, I don't know what the deal is, but that Ace of Pentacles tells me that you are trying to offer something genuine, or you want to offer something genuine, and you want to offer a legitimate opportunity in one way or another. Okay. The way that you're viewing this person is the Tower, the Two of Wands reversed, and the High Priestess reversed. Something did not go as planned here. Absolutely. Came crashing down. Came absolutely crashing down. Um, what's that High Priestess reverse? Okay, the Sun. I feel, if I'm gonna be honest, mm, okay. There's something about you and this person that's kind of crashing down. Something basically went to shit buckets, and now you feel like this person is not really sure what to do. There may be something that they're revealing to you. Maybe it's about you, maybe it's about them, but it is certainly shining a light on something. And for some reason, there's still this hint of optimism around it, regardless of how uncomfortable it may feel. And so maybe that's why you're forgiving them or apologizing to them, but still with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. I do think that this person makes you incredibly happy, but you may feel like this person is having a hard time not really knowing how to change something, or not really knowing how to let go of something because they're not trusting their own intuition. Somebody put me on life support. Oh God. Okay. Chariot reversed, Eight of Swords reversed, Ace of Cups reversed. You look drained. You look drained, tired. Something is going on where you feel it. You're starting to feel fucking crazy. Like, I'm going to be honest. You're feeling chaotic. You don't know which direction to go. You feel like you do, and then you stop, and then you don't. It just feels like you're kind of all over the place. Uh, I don't think that you have a lot of courage to kind of move forward. If anything, it looks like you're feeling pretty apprehensive. A little stubborn, like you're like, oh, like it was like you're moving forward, and then like in your little carriage, and then your horses just dug their feet in the ground and like didn't move after that. And maybe they need some fucking water, right? I don't know. But you seem pretty drained. Why? What's going on? The something is not working out. Something is not working out. Something is not working out. This person's feelings. The Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords reverse, and the Eight of Wands reverse. They are triggered as fuck. I'm not even going to lie to you. They are pretty damn triggered. And they are so triggered that they are ready to say some shit that they probably don't mean to say. This is, if I'm going to be honest with you, I know both of you are not going to like me tonight. That's okay. I'm used to people not liking me. But I'm going to tell you that this person is out for blood a little bit. That's what it feels like. Okay, not literally out for blood, but hopefully not, right? But they seem to be pretty pissed. Okay, and I think that they are feeling like there's a lot that they want to say, a little bit like verbal diarrhea. Uh, they may be putting some distance between the two of you, or they may feel like they have to put some distance between the two of you because they're fucking pissed. Why? What is going on here? The Four of Cups. Pissed, disappointed. They may feel rejected, or they may feel like you took them for granted. I feel like they want to they're going to try to prove something to you. That's what it feels like. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like, I'm going to fucking show your ass or something like that. God. I'm scared. Okay. Strength reverse, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles for how they're seeing you. I feel like this person is pretty in touch with like how you feel about yourself. And they feel like you're stressed about either money. What do they feel like they're stressed about? The Fool, taking a leap of faith, like you don't trust something enough and so you're holding back. And like you're kind of in your head about it. You're stressed out about it. It's stressing you out. And so you feel like, well, if I just stay right here, or if I cover my eyes, they can't see me, or something, something, so that kind of vibe. They feel like you're worried, so you're kind of showing up in this armor of ego, and that's what ego is. It's essentially our armor. It's the suit that we put on every single day of our lives to be able to get out there and do what we need to do. Okay. The Six of Wands reversed, the Star reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. They don't really seem to be giving this too much attention. They're kind of feeling like it's on you to heal something. It's on you to reinstill hope, maybe. And they're kind of like focused on their own thing. Like, I think that they're still nurturing this in some way, even if it's just on an energetic level. But the Queen of Pentacles, while she does nurture others, she will absolutely put herself first in a lot of scenarios. She's not afraid to do that. And she takes care of herself, you know. So I feel like this person is like, I'm not fucking giving attention to this or something. All right, let's see advice for you, them, or the both of you. Conclusions are within reach and house 7. Well, something's going to come to a head. Something is going to come to a head in regards to romantic relationships, some kind of very profound relationship, and in regards to intimacy. I don't feel like it's going to be easy. House 7 opposes the first house. Us or one against another kind of thing. Okay, so, but maybe it won't be terrible. At least they're still showing up as the Queen of Pentacles in the end, right? So that's what I have for you, Saji. Thank you guys so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, you're more than welcome to head on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis, and you can book with me there. Have a good one and good luck. I do. You know what, Lori? Great fucking idea. Honestly, that's a great idea. Let's do that. You know what? Yes. I mean, that's perfect. All hail Lori, because what is going on? Please don't tell me my lighter doesn't work now. Oh my God, I'm so low. Oh my God, please don't do this to me. Wait. Dude, there has got to be a freaking lighter here somewhere. Oh, it's right freaking here the whole damn time. Get this shit off my table. Okay. I got dragon's blood. That's going to have to be good enough. What? Oh, cool. Definitely going to do that later. Okay. Yeah, I have dragon's blood incense and the sage. All right. So let me go ahead and shuffle these now. Thank you, Lori, for that recommendation. I love the smell of Palo Santo or whatever. I don't know how to say it, but I love that freaking smell. Oh, it smells so good. Last shuffle. Oh, was it Mojo? Shout out to Mojo. Thank you, Mojo. Thank you so much for that recommendation. Great recommendation. Okay, let's move on to my cute little Capricorns. What's going on, Capricorn? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on between you and your person for the beginning of August. The Page of Pentacles and your feelings. Okay. The Justice reverse for how you see this person. Hopefully the new deck will be better. The Two of Pentacles reversed for your actions. The King of Pentacles reversed for their feelings. The Six of Pentacles reversed for how they see you. I don't like it. The Seven of Pentacles for Their actions. Okay, let's see. The Page of Pentacles, the Two of Swords reversed, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, I like it. You know, even if you've been married to this person for 20 years, it's like there's this effort you're putting in where you want to learn about them. You know, maybe you want to start a business with them. Maybe there's something that you're offering them. And with that Two of Swords reverse, you know, it's something that maybe you have thought about for a while but haven't decided upon, or maybe you've been avoiding it even. But I mean, I think that you're feeling pretty confident about yourself with that Queen of Wands. You're feeling sexy. You're feeling good. You're putting in a little bit of effort. And I think you're also putting yourself first as well with that Two of Swords reversed and that Queen of Wands. There's a lot of attraction here for certain. I don't see anything negative. Okay. So on your end, I feel like feelings are good. Feelings are good, but you're also not codependent. You're putting yourself first. Why is the Justice reversed? The Seven of Wands. You could feel like this person is kind of putting you in a little bit of a competitive situation, you know, or you may feel like they're just kind of like going out with their friends and they're not really like hanging out with you, or Justice reversed, Four of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed. Or you could feel like they're not really fully committing because other people are involved, or other people are influencing them in some way, or other people want your spot, maybe something like that. What's that Ace of Wands reversed? The Two of Cups. You feel like they're delaying really having these intimate, honest to God, non superficial connections. But it just feels very, you know, a little non-committal, a little just kind of like, yay, let's go out and have fun. But like, as far as actually really having this intimate one-on-one kind of vibe, it's like there's a delay there. You feel like they're not really taking initiative like you want. It's just like all fun and games, but they're not solidifying something. Okay. Okay, you seem to be unbothered. Two of Pentacles reversed, Judgment reversed, and the Temperance. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna fucking drop it. Cool. You know, you're not really, I don't even really think that this is self-doubt or anything. It just feels like you're not really coming together with them because you're just like, this is a little chaotic for me. I think I'm good. I like my peace, Temperance, and you're at peace with that decision. So I don't know. I like your energy, to be honest. I really like it because you're like, okay, great, like grow up or something, something like that. You know, like you have fun with that. You know, I'm the hottest bitch alive, or I'm the hottest guy alive. Like, please, like, okay. The King of Pentacles reversed, the Six of Swords, and the Death card for this person's feelings. Tell me about that King of Pentacles reversed. The Hangman. This person may have not really been, you know, may not really be willing to make certain sacrifices, whether financial or committal or whatever. And to be honest with you, they may just feel like they need to kind of move on. And they feel like something is either ending or changing about the relationship, to be honest. And I don't think that they're doing it. I think that you're doing it. You're like, yeah, goodbye. You know, like this person could be using you, or I don't know, using you for status, using you for clout, using you for money, using you for something, or they're just being incredibly stubborn. And it's like they may not be willing to see things from your side, or they may not be willing to surrender that stubbornness. You know, and the King of Pentacles reverse can be like very condescending, like a fucking, you know, quite frankly, a little bit of a psycho, in my opinion. Okay. Let's see that Six of Pentacles reversed. They don't feel like you're willing to surrender either. They look at you like you're no longer giving to the situation. Six of Pentacles reverse, Hangman reverse, Ace of Cups reverse. For some of you, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like when guys like, okay, don't get mad at me, gentlemen, but it, you know, when some guys are like, oh yeah, like I'll never forget. Let me put it like this, okay? There was this guy that I dated a while ago, and I made like, I don't know, probably 3 times the money that he made. Not a big deal. I didn't care. Dated him anyway, you know, not a big deal. So we ended up dating, and back then that's when like I had my fake lips and I had the big eyelashes and I had my blonde hair, right? And like I looked hot, like maybe porn star hot, but so like I had, that just was my look. And so the person I was dating at the time, he brought my pictures or showed, what I look like to his parents, and his parents were like, "You be careful. She likes money." So there's none to take from him. Why the fuck do you care? Like, and it makes me feel like this person's like, "Oh, she's gonna take me for my money." It's like you don't have any, or it's or something. For some of you, that's the case, or it's like they think that you're out to get something that they have, and like they don't have it, and so you're just kind of like, "Yeah, great, nobody cares," or so. Okay. So anyway, and they don't really feel like you're letting this go, like letting your perspective on something go, and they don't feel like you're giving anymore. Like if you used to give this person money, or if you used to be very generous with them in some other way, they don't really feel like you're doing that anymore because you are drained. Like you're drained. They're still invested though. They're still invested, but they're not making any changes, or they're not making any moves that they like need to make. Like they're still invested in you, even on like just an energetic level, but they're not doing anything about it. They're just like, "Oh, it's not working in the way that I want." It's just like, okay, I don't know. And I think this person is very concerned with like how other people view them. And I get that. Like, and we should be to an extent, right? That's how you live in a society, right? But like too much to the point where they're willing to alter who they are in order to fit some kind of stereo, or in order to fit some kind of narrative that they have about themselves inside their head, but it's like forced. I don't know. All right, great. Advice for you, them, or the both of you. We have take time to breathe out. So somebody might need to back off and just kind of go chill out because you might lose your shit. Libra is here as well. So, in a negative context, or it's at its lowest vibration, Libra can be very people pleasing or passive aggressive, little gossipy, very undecided, not really caring about others, and like being so consumed with self, right? And so maybe somebody's being like that, and maybe somebody needs to take a break from that person. Otherwise, it can just be really about being diplomatic and trying to do the right thing, regardless of how said person is. Okay. And sometimes that means also doing the right thing for yourself, right? Libra is about both parties winning in a way, sometimes. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question and get your cards read during this live, you are more than welcome to hop on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis, and you can book there. Okay. Okay. What's up, Roy? Sorry to hear that. Oh no. All right, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, what is going on? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on between you and your person for early August, anyway. Okay, devil reversed in your feelings. I like it. Okay, Two of Cups for how you see them. Okay, Lovers for your actions. Listen, that sage worked. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles in this person's feelings. The Seven of Pentacles reversed for how they see you. Okay. The World reversed for their actions, period. Let's see that Devil reversed. Okay. Okay. I think that there's an awareness of some kind of toxic behavior or toxicity that has occurred in your life. And it doesn't necessarily have to be toxicity. It can be your own sense of toxicity, right? It can also be your fears or the things that have held you back, or how you've disempowered yourself at many turns, or every turn, or whatever. And so there is some heartache that you're feeling about that. Like, you're a little shattered, but there is something to learn from it nonetheless. And I'd be lying if I said you were over it in the beginning of August. You're still kind of holding on to that, and that's okay. Like, healing is a process, and having realizations about, and I feel like it's about you specifically. Like, there's been a lot of situations where I'm like, I could have avoided that altogether if I just like didn't fucking talk to that person, or if I just didn't go here, or if I just didn't drink when I used to drink, like I could. And so it can be something like that. So I feel it's more high vibrational than it is like devastating. Okay. Oh, I feel like this person really holds it down for you. This can be somebody new, okay, for some of you, Aquarius. Two of Cups, the Strength, the Ace of Swords. Doesn't have to be. This is somebody that you feel is a very strong, deep soulmate, somebody that really takes care of you, nurtures you, loves you, understands you at a deeper level, and is also very passionate about you. This can be somebody who inspires you through their words, and their strength can be incredibly inspiring for you as well. And you feel like they're being very honest with you. They're telling you the truth. They're giving you a lot of clarity in regards to how they feel, in regards to, it almost feels like they're also giving you advice. I really like this because you are going through something, and I think that this is trying to evolve you and help you grow. And I think this person is kind of walking you through it, talking you through it, and just kind of loving you through it, to be honest. So I think it's really beautiful. I have no complaints. Wow. For some of you, if you believe in twin flames, I don't believe in twin flames. Okay. But if you believe in twin flames, absolutely. Doesn't mean that I'm right. Okay. I don't, nobody fucking really knows, do they? So for some of you, just because that Wheel of Fortune to show up next to the Lovers can be a twin flame, absolutely. But the action that you're taking, it doesn't really feel like you're trying to, like, some kind of something that you were trying to uphold, something that you were trying to keep going, that you really couldn't handle, or that felt very chaotic for you. Maybe it was a facade, maybe it was a certain opinion that doesn't really suit you anymore, whatever it is. It seems like you're just kind of dropping it. You're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Live and love, bitches. With with the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune there. I mean, it's such a high vibrational energy, and it's so intertwined with this person, and it feels so lucky, and it feels like you're getting some good karma about something, and it's just a very warm vibe. Like, you're making the right decisions. I think that this person is helping you through it. It just is it's a beautiful reading, honestly. Oh, thank God. Aquarius, you guys, so far anyway. Well, let me shut up. Okay. What's that Page of Cups reversed? The Queen of Wands reversed. Is that Queen of Wands reversed this first person? No, so it is this person. So the person on the bottom is a feminine. To be honest with you, I feel like this person down here has some anger issues, okay, or some jealousy issues. I think that they have felt like a victim a lot, maybe in this relationship, or maybe in their life in some regard. And I think that I think that they have a wounded inner child, and I think that when that inner child is hurt, that, like, kind of the parental figure that they have become for themselves kind of shows up and tries to defend that inner child. And I feel like this person is a little misunderstood, if I'm going to be honest. But this is somebody who is very well aware of that. And this is somebody who is deciding not to see themselves as a victim, or deciding not to stay in that place, and trying to rise above it. And it's something that they're working diligently on. And I even think that they're putting such an effort into this change that they're making for self, that it's also changing the dynamic in a positive way. I feel like this person may believe that they have overreacted to something. Okay. How they view you. Some of you could work with this person. The Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So I feel like this is somebody who believes that you're no longer wasting your time in regards to some kind of direction that you were taking, or maybe a person you were investing in, or something else entirely. Like you've lost your patience, you realize that something bears no fruit. And so this person is on the same page with you about that. So I don't know what that is. Maybe you used to you're drinking a lot, and so now you're like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing that shit anymore. I don't know what I was thinking, or and so who knows, right? But they're on the same page with you, and they see you taking risks and chances that may end up paying off in the end. So you guys are on the same page. Okay. The World reversed, the Fool reversed, and the Hermit for this person's actions towards you. This person feels some level of unfinished business with you, but they seem to be a little apprehensive to, take a leap of faith or to start out on some kind of new path with you, because it feels like they're trying to kind of recalibrate, or they're trying to understand themselves better before they answer to you, or before they bring this up or something like that. So this feels pretty high vibrational, to be honest. Oh, thank God. Phew. I was crapping my pants over here, guys. All right. Advice for you, them, or the both of you. It's time to release negativity in the South Node. Well, there you go, baby. The South Node is the dragon's tail. It's all about letting go. It's about the past. What are the things that we need to let go of? Well, it's saying full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. So what is that for you? Is that drinking? Is that your past? Is that an old toxic ex? I don't know. What is it? Because that thing needs to go. So whether that's for you, them, or the both of you. Best reading so far, but we got to see Pisces. Okay, we got to see what's going on with Pisces. The nodes, no. All right, what's going on, Pisces? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on for you and your person for the beginning of August. Whoops. Okay. Page of Pentacles reversed for your feelings. How you see this person is the Ace of Wands. The Five of Wands for your actions. Seven of Swords for their feelings. The Eight of Cups reversed for how they see you. The Emperor reversed for their actions. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Feels like you're fighting back. Page of Pentacles reversed with the Chariot and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. It, period, infinite. Absolutely. Here, here. Sorry. You do feel like there is a missed opportunity, certainly. And you're even feeling a bit sad about it. You're feeling like something is missing, or you're feeling abandoned, or maybe you're feeling like you need to abandon this. Nonetheless, you are kind of speaking out, it feels like, or you are courageous enough to move on, or you are courageous enough to let go, or you are courageous enough to leave. And I think that while that energy of the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Pentacles in the upright and the Page of Pentacles reversed is hurtful, and it sucks. I mean, you have so much confidence in yourself. And there's some, what are we doing with that chariot? Like, where are we going? What's the goal here? The Nine of Cups, self-fulfillment. I'm okay with me. I'm okay on my own. It's like the wife that, was maybe, I don't know, right? You see this a lot. The wife that was like financially dependent on her husband for so long, and then he cheats or something like that, and then she's like, fuck this. Like, I can do it on my own. I haven't done it on my own in a long time, but I can do it, or something like that. I'm not saying you're like a battered wife or something that, I'm just giving an example, okay? How you view this person is the Ace of Wands, the Tower reversed, and the Magician. You may feel like they're just in it for sex, quite frankly. Like, they haven't really changed. They haven't let go of certain manipulative dynamics, or, they act like they're this powerful whatever, and, they act confident, but you know that they're really not. You know that they have a lot of self-doubt, and you feel like they're full of shit, and like they just want sex, or, they're so motivated. And, I think that you're attracted to them, don't get me wrong, but like, if attraction was all it took, then a lot more people would be together, wouldn't they? So tell me about that Tower reversed. The Seven of Cups reversed. Like, you think that they refuse to see reality. It's like you believe that they just want to live in this like Deluluville, you know? And you're like, okay, cool. Not for me, dog, or you're conflicted. I mean, I definitely think that you kind of have this push pull energy between a relationship and being single, or finding your independence in a marriage, or finding your independence in a codependent relationship, maybe. And there seems to be a little bit of fight. You're kicking up a little bit of fight. Maybe you're speaking up a little bit. It doesn't feel like you're like raging, against the machine kind of vibe, but you are. Tell me about that Five of Wands. The Ten of Swords. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, it could get real serious, couldn't it? So you may be speaking out about some kind of betrayal or some kind of ending that has occurred, or you may be speaking out because you're fine to end things. So there is kind of this debate within you, or the debate that you're having with this person, around your level of independence versus the connection, and what your morals and your values are, and kind of standing on business. Ooh, this person's feelings. Oh yeah, they're guilty of something, hands down, but they don't have a conscience about it. If they did, the Seven of Swords would be reversed. They're hiding something. They're trying to get away with something, and they're hiding some kind of secret. What's the secret? The Justice reverse. They are poopy shit. Okay. I'm not saying that they are that, but they have done something that I don't know if it's forgivable or not, but they definitely have done something that I dare I say, I don't even think that they're not proud of it. It's just like they're just trying to get away with it. They don't have a conscience about it. They're just trying to get away with it. And I guess we've all tried to get away with something, right? But it's like a very inconsistent player energy. It's not, there's just a lot of strategy and lying. So I think that the way you're viewing this person is absolutely accurate in my opinion. Give me one more on what they did wrong. The Page of Swords reversed. Ooh, this person might have been gossiping about you, or talking shit about you, or spreading lies. Like, maybe you broke up with them because they were toxic, and they turned around like, oh yeah, I broke up with Pisces because they were fucking, online showing their ass, or who knows, right? Like, just making up lies or something like that is like totally fucking unwarranted or unjustified. So, Eight of Cups reversed, Judgment reversed, and the Star reversed for how this person views you. They feel like you have so much self-doubt and so much lack of healing that you will settle for them anyway, or that you will continue to go back to them because you just have so much self-doubt. You just doubt yourself, and you're wounded, and they feel like it's kind of like the wounded always, well, no, that's I think that's a little out of pocket. I don't know. Let me just say, they feel like you would settle because you doubt yourself so much. Wow, these, okay. Well, Emperor reversed, Six of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands reversed. I mean, this person is really being kind of an asshat, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this is somebody who really needs to grow up. It's like they want the crown without the responsibility. They want the throne without the knowledge. I don't know, they want the power without the wisdom kind of thing. And it's like, it's ridiculous. It's silly. They don't really have any fight in them. It's like they want to be this like king to you without growing up or taking responsibility. And so it feels like they're more so trying to control things or control you or purposely make you paranoid to try to get you in your self-worth and self-value issues. Advice for you, them, or the both of you. A fiery climax approaches and Scorpio. Well, I feel like a fiery climax is going to happen, and I feel like a lot of shit's going to be dug up and it's going to be revealed. Tell me about that Scorpio energy. Two of Wands reversed. That's definitely going to stop us in our tracks and rethink our plan. Going back to the drawing board, buddy, this ain't it, you know? But I feel like somebody here needs to purge, I feel like there's going to be a truth revealed and somebody has to purge that. Purge it and let it go at some point. But my goodness, there's a huge transformation that's getting ready to take place between these two people. Oh man, cool. Holy goodness, mother Jesus. That was a lot. That was a lot. I was not expecting that kind of vibe tonight. I just wasn't, you know. All right. You know, you guys, let me just take a little bit of a breather. Let me just take a little bit of a second here. Okay. That was a lot. I just need to hydrate. I need to just get some water. So just hang tight. I'll be right back for super chats. If you can't wait, Lori, wonderful Lori, will of course have the timestamps there. Um, so, all right. I'll be right back, guys. I just need a little bit of a woo-saw for a second. Okay. Oh my goodness. You're welcome, Mojo. Thank you guys so much for waiting on me, especially my super chatters. That was a lot tonight. I needed that moment. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys. What'd Lori say? What am I missing? What's up, Rick? It's nice to see you. Aw, you're welcome, Rick, of course. And thank you, Infinite, for the compliments. I really appreciate it. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I've had a ton of fun with you all tonight. I'm so glad you're all here. Lori's a pretty good host, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see. You're not leaving it, are you, Mojo? Yeah, I felt like she was down with the Scorpios fighting. Well, pretty much everybody tonight. I just shared a meme. He sends it. That's pretty fucking funny. No, when Satan can't get a hold of you, I think he sends a Taurus. In my opinion, a Taurus sun, yeah. Love you, Tauruses. All right, so without further fucking ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these readings, shall we? Okay. Oh, got my girl Alexis. All right, let's see. Forget these are numbered. All right, number 1. Super chat number 1. Was it him that was watching her account? No. Says no. Who was it? A woman. It was a woman with maybe some low self-esteem. Maybe somebody he was talking to. Is this person in cahoots with who the man she's talking about? No, it's a woman. Whoever is watching you is a woman. I don't know why. It's not really telling me. It's a woman though. It's not him. It's a woman that's watching you. Um but I'm gonna pull for the, is he going to come out of the cold because of his regrets? I don't think so, honestly. It seems like he's I don't know if I want to say out of sight, out of mind, but it seems like he's not really in his head about it, or he's just kind of like trying to let go any kind of disappointments or negative feelings or, woe is me kind of energy, if I'm being honest. So I don't know, but I think that's a woman that's watching you, or someone with strong feminine energy, but someone who has low self-esteem because the Empress was reversed. Super chat number 2. All right, let me see. His next actions towards you in the near future. Show me the next 3 months. 3 of Wands, King of Swords. He may be like waiting to approach. What is he trying to do here? The 3 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Death card. I still believe that there's mutual feelings to an extent. I do. But he seems to be waiting for either you to communicate or he's waiting to communicate himself. But he seems to be trying to make head over heart decisions nonetheless. And maybe he's there to figure out whether or not your feelings for him are still apparent or are still there. fucking knew it. I was like, I feel like I wish I would have said it out loud. Every time I do this, I always wish I would have said it out loud. I was like, why is he doing this? And I got the Six of Wands reverse. I think that he feels entitled to you. And I really think it's because of how much attention and validation that you gave him. And I feel like he does it to feel like, I don't know, a sense of power or feel like he still has it on you or something like that. Don't get me wrong. Like, I do believe that there's some level of feelings, but I think a lot of it is ego, like where you are, where he gets his ego stroked. I'm going to pull you an advice card because you ordered 2 4-card pulls in a row. Okay. So this is, it's time to take action and yang. So this is like double masculine energy. What are you asking her to take action towards? The Page of Wands. I mean, maybe it's towards this person, okay, but I don't know. Okay. So there's something that you're needing to begin in regards to your boundaries, how you assert yourself, and how you need to take the lead in regards to your life. And this can be about your own personal sense of expression or a sense of forward motion. Maybe you want to start your own business. Maybe you want to become an entrepreneur. Maybe you want to start something creative. But this path is about you finding your confidence. And to truly be confident, we have to push through the things that we fear the most. So this is like if you're afraid of public speaking, you know, get up there on spoken word and you need to go read your poetry out loud in front of people, you know. If you are afraid of, I don't know, being in social situations, get out there and start introducing yourself to people, right? One at a time, something slow, okay? You know, so that's how we gain our confidence is pushing through fear. So it's something like that in my opinion. So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much, number 2. Always good to see you. Hi, Valeria. Yes, I know you're here. I am going to shuffle these real quick. And then we're going to do number 3. All right. Let me see here. Last shuffle. Oh God, I just need to take a shower. I feel so disgusting. Okay. All right, number 3. So, let's see what is going to happen between the two of you within the next 6 months. That's what I want to see. Okay, so we have 4 of Wands reversed, 7 of Wands, King of Cups. Oh, he loves you. Oh, yeah. He may not be expressive about it, but he sure the fuck does. Excuse my French. He does. He does love you. But there seems to be maybe we're not welcoming each other in one another's space. And this can be because of that 7 of Wands or because of the 4 of Wands reverse, which can essentially be where we're feeling uncomfortable or we're feeling unstable. Something is certainly unstable within our emotions, within the connection. And so we're feeling unwelcomed or we're feeling like we can't really welcome the other person into our space. And that can be because it will, be a challenge. And there can be some insecurities at play as well with that 4 of Wands reversed. The 4 of Wands reversed can sometimes indicate where we're feeling really insecure about something. And so we hold back or we delay the action that we essentially want to take because of that insecurity. Tell me about that Seven of Wands, the Ten of Cups. He's still wanting to maintain this. Like there's still, even though there's like a blocked communication or whatever it may be, there's still this maintenance of a connection. It's just unstable. But I feel like this is probably going to have a bit of a return. Let's see his current feelings for you, although it looks like we found them. Temperate. I heard, I'll wait. I feel like this person, sorry, Valeria. I feel like this person has patience. Like with that, it's all good. You know, we'll get back or I'll win or, the temperance is when we're being patient. He's still giving to this on an energetic level. He still wants to talk. He has some questions I think he wants to ask you. He may want to buy you something or take you out to dinner kind of vibe. He wants to be generous with you. He feels like this is an equal connection. There's a very strong hint of balance here, especially with the temperance and the six of pentacles combined. This is like a double sense of balance. And I feel like when you guys are at your highest, you can be quite generous with one another, whether that's sexually, financially, emotionally, whatever it is. But he's like at peace with where you guys are right now because I think that he knows you guys will be here. Okay. Let's see this coming week, his actions. The moon in his little hidey hole, maybe. I kind of like your reading. Okay. His feelings may be a little hurt, He's maybe kind of trying to suppress his feelings a little bit, licking his wounds. He's afraid of you. I don't know. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but this can be like something we're fearing. And then with the Queen of Swords reversed there, I think that he's afraid of something that you may say or that you may flip the fuck out on him, essentially. Whether that's true or not, I think that there's a fear there. It doesn't really feel like he's doing anything. And that may change. What would have to change for him to actually take action towards her? The Five of Cups. He would have to sit there and wallow in his own misery for a while. Give him time. They always come back. Sometimes we do. Just depends, right? Let me get you some advice. Luck is on your side, baby. Luck is on your side. Okay, and then we have water. So I want you to trust your intuition. Okay, I think your intuition is going to lead you in the right direction, quite frankly. Do some meditation. It'll do you good. I really believe that. I want you to listen to me when I say that. I want you to do some meditation, maybe do some journaling. Focus on your emotions this week. And then of course, at the end of the week, I believe on August 1st, July 31st, we're going to have that, Mercury retrograde conjunct the sun. So we could have some big realizations around this time. Some things could be revealed to us about the past. Conversations that we have could come back up. But that Venus square Neptune and Saturn, we could get some reality checks in love as well. That could feel a little uncomfortable. Although Venus and Saturn are friends. So, I don't know. I mean, definitely expect some weird shit this weekend, but you do have luck on your side. So trust yourself. Thanks a lot, number 3. Number 4. Okay, let's see how this person would respond. King of Pentacles reversed on the Ten of Wands. I think if I'm being honest, I feel like it would end up feeling really not worth it. And obviously I hate to say that, but he can show up as incredibly stubborn, condescending maybe, or just stubborn, not really moving. It can just feel like there's a heavy, weird, weighted energy that just feels uncomfortable, to be honest. Does he want to hear from her? King of Wands, the Knight of Cups reversed. I feel like for intimacy reasons, yes, with that King of Wands, but for true authentic vulnerability, eh, it might be a little shady there. Might be a little shady. There might be a little bit of a um manipulation tactics, essentially. Okay, because I don't know if he's really willing to be vulnerable. I think he's willing to jump your bones, but I don't think he's really willing to be vulnerable. So does he want to hear from you? Yes. I don't know if it's necessarily for the right reasons. Thank you. I hope it works out. Let me know if you get a chance. All right. Now we have numero 5. Um, sure. You didn't tell me what your screen name is though. So I don't know how to check, and I don't recognize your name, so I'm not totally certain. To be honest, I'm having a hard time understanding your question. If I will get true as the emperor, could you do a check with 2 cards if I will get true as the emperor on the 8/8 on August 8th? If I will get true as the emperor. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand that question. Um I might have to. I don't understand that question. Can somebody explain that to me? I'm not going to read their whole thing, but they said, anyway, could you do a check with 2 cards if I will get true as the emperor on August 8th? Do you guys understand that question? Does anybody get that? So they were talking about twin flames, and they were saying that they're going to prove it to me that twin flames are real or something like that. And anyway, they basically they said, could you do a check with 2 cards if I will get true as the emperor on August 8th? Could you do a check with 2 cards if I will get true as the emperor on 8/8? I don't understand the question. Sure, Dana. Is your name the same on there? I don't know what your name on Hipsy is. I don't see the name Dana here, so unless you go by something else, I'm not certain. If they'll be sitting in Emperor energy. Is true a person? No, they didn't mention anything about I don't I don't understand. I really don't understand that. So, oh yes, Dana, you're there. Yes, you're there. Well, I don't know if they're asking if they're going to be the true emperor by August 8th or if they're if a person is named True. It's TRUE, but they didn't capitalize T, but they didn't capitalize the T on True, but they capitalized the E on Emperor. So I don't know if it's a name because they capitalized the first letter of my name, so I don't think it's a name. This is a okay. Maybe just pull a yeah. You know what? Absolutely, Joanne. Why the fuck didn't I think about that? So that's what we're gonna do. A yes or a no. Give me a yes or a no. No. Queen of Pentacles. There can be some insecurity, some instability in one way or another. Why? The Five of Pentacles. There's something that's happening financially, I feel, or there's not enough money, or there's not enough value, or something like that, or there's an abandonment issue going on here. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Sorry, it was kind of, I didn't really understand your question. I tried my best. I hope I did okay. And I'll check on that for you, but you didn't leave your name in the thing, so I'm not really sure. Like you did, but you didn't leave your screen name. You know what I mean? But thank you so much, number 5. Number 6. Oh, okay. She may have been pressuring you into something because I'm asking her intention with that Eight of Wands reverse. There can be a pressure here. Ace of Cups reverse. I don't think that they're showing up emotionally authentic. They could be trying to drain something from you. The Seven of Wands reversed. They may want something that you have. The Seven of Wands reversed can be where we want what somebody else has. And the Eight of Wands reversed can be where we're pressuring someone into that thing because we feel like we're not getting something that we want, some kind of opportunity. So that's not really my favorite. What is the pressure about the Eight of Wands reverse? The Three of Cups. There may be a third party, but it may be that they're trying to pressure you into coming together for something, or they're trying to force a friendship or a connection. But why? The Nine of Wands, because they're trying to win something or they're trying to get something that they've wanted for a long time. This tells me with that Nine of Wands that this person has been trying to get somewhere for a long time. I don't know specifically with you or if it's just a specific goal. What is this person's genuine feelings towards the Courant? Temperance reversed. There's an imbalance here. It feels the the temperance reversed. Sorry, my cat. She meowed so freaking cute. She's so cute. The temperance reversed for this person's feelings for you. There's definitely an imbalance here. I think this person is a little maybe overindulgent in the connection or in regards to a certain aspect of the connection. What's that Judgment? The Page of Swords reversed. What's that temperance reversed? The three, they're getting impatient with you about something. Like it feels as though they're trying to, that's what it is. They're impatient. They're getting impatient around a decision. But I don't like that Page of Swords reverse because I feel like they're spreading misinformation. That 10 of Cups reverse for their feelings, there's not an emotional Ace of Cups reverse, 10 of Cups reverse, that there doesn't seem to be like an emotional support system here, or maybe it's inauthentic in some way, but they're getting impatient because they want something and they feel like they're not getting it fast enough. I would be careful with that one. Um I would listen to your gut. Okay. That's just my opinion. Because if the Eight of Wands reverse, the Ace of Cups reverse, and the Seven of Wands reverse is somebody's intention, ugh, it feels a little bit pressury to me. Like trying to pressure someone into something. So nothing will come of the situation and Earth. So, well, you were talking about a financial situation and Earth is here. So I feel like whatever this person is proposing, it may really be empty, like an empty promise of some sort or an empty proposal. Okay. And so I feel like it's about you really needing to be grounded about this specific decision. Okay. Just be careful. Thank you so much, number 6. I appreciate you. All right. Moving on to number 7. Oh, what an interesting question. I've never heard that asked before. Okay. They feel like you're on some kind of new path, having a bit of a trust fall. King of Swords reversed and the Fool. What's that King of Swords about? Why is the King of Swords reversed? What's that? Eight of Pentacles. Some people may feel like you're just kind of experimenting with something, or you're trying to like go on this path, but maybe you don't really know like where you want to put a true honest to God effort in. So maybe you're just trying things, or you're trying to trust yourself more, or you're trying to trust God more, the universe, or whatever it may be, but they may feel like maybe you don't necessarily have the faintest idea about what it is that you're trying to master or work on. Or maybe it's something they feel like you're trying to figure out, but I think that they believe that you're attempting to put in some kind of effort towards that. There may be some people who feel like sometimes you can, why would I say still? That's interesting that I almost said still. Some people feel like sometimes you can uh, not be so logical in your decision making, and maybe a little impulsive, not necessarily in a bad way, but what else? The Queen of Swords. Interesting. Well, that changes things. So they may feel like before, where you were making heart over head decisions or making illogical decisions based on the goals that you had, and maybe a bit impulsive, where now with that Queen of Swords, they feel like you've acquired some wisdom based around some kind of journey you took part in, or based around some kind of path that you've been in, or maybe some trials and tribulations, and they feel like because of that you're wiser and you're making more intellectual or intelligent decisions because of it. um there are people here that may think that you are a better communicator, or you're more like sane, or you're more logical in your thinking or your communication, or your communication has leveled up in some way, or writing maybe. But that Queen of Swords, doesn't take shit. That Queen of Swords doesn't take shit, and is like, don't get me wrong, Queen of Swords is very polite, very polite, but she will cut your fucking head off in a second, and maybe people just feel like you've been through some things, and there are some things you've been working on to get to this point. Thank you, Secret Horizon. Or, fuck, sorry. I didn't mean to say the name. I got to get out of that habit. I'm so sorry. All right, now we have number 8. Okay. Okay. All right, number 8. All right. Well, number 8 hear from this person again. The Two of Wands. I think this person is trying to decide whether or not they want to revisit this and whether or not they want to plan differently or plan accordingly. The Five of Swords. They're very determined to make the right decision. The Six of Pentacles. What's that Five of Swords about? The Strength reversed. This person may be trying to prove something to you. I don't know if their feelings are hurt. I don't know if you're an ego boost for them. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this person is wanting to not necessarily prove something to you, maybe, but more so prove something to themselves. What's that Two of Wands? The Knight of Wands reversed. We have this double fire energy in reversed. It feels like this person is trying, like if this is somebody, for instance, now I know like what you told me about it, like the third party thing and all of that. The Knight of Wands reverse can be the player or the person that's really inconsistent in relationships. You can't really count on him, right? He's here for a good time, not a long time. And this person is trying to decide on what they should do about that potential energy that they may encompass or that they may project at times. And so there is some kind of game plan, and it seems to be they're very determined to give to this in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like a lot of it is rooted in ego or needing to once again prove something to self, prove something to another, prove something to you. What are they trying to give? The Six of Cups. So there is a friendship here, there is a camaraderie, there is a depth, there is a thinking about you often, and I think that they give to those memories a lot, but it's more about them trying to decide whether or not they want to continue doing that or how they want to involve themselves in your life. Will they be able to be friends again? The Four of Wands, okay. You may meet this person when you're out and about, or you guys may end up going out somewhere. Queen of Wands, the Devil. I feel like I feel like it might turn into something more, to be honest with you. Let me show you. The answer is yes, but it may turn into, a passionate love affair, it may turn into this person being very attracted and there's likely mutual attraction and then it becomes an addiction and then it becomes an obsession and then, we're banging each other's brains out. Excuse my French. I know that's crass. But it may be that you guys end up going out or going to a party or having some kind of celebration or something like that. And tell me about that, Devil. The Three of Pentacles reversed. Oh, third party energy. Ooh, I'd be careful with this one. Is this person is number 6 going to hear from this person again? They're in limbo, baby. Yeah, they're in limbo. I don't know. They're just in limbo. Once again, I mean, that Two of Wands, the Hangman reverse, the Eight of Swords, it's definitely in limbo. It's a stuck energy. It's unmoving. But I did ask if you guys were going to be friends again, and there is a possibility, but it may turn into something else. Meditate and contemplate, and then the Sun. New Moon in Pisces is that card, and then the Sun. Well, it may be asking you to meditate and contemplate on your own personal ego. Okay, we all got one, baby. God forbid, right? We all have an ego, and that's just how humans are. That's just how we are. That's how we're built, and that's how it's just supposed to be, right? So it may be asking you to kind of meditate and contemplate on that ego, and come through with a different perspective on who you are, who you want to be, or you know, your own personal self-expression, or your own embodiment of the truth, and what that truth is and why that is the truth for you. The truth is different to many different people based on our past experiences and our perspective on life and ourselves. And so it's asking you to really think about that for some reason, because the sun is about our soul. It's about our identity and who we are, and is this truly who we are, or are we this person because of our perceived flaws, or our perceived desires, or whatever it is. So I feel like there's some deep diving you're needing to kind of do here. Thank you. Was I saying number 6? I'm sorry. I meant number 8. Fuck me. I'm sorry. All right. Number 9. Okay. Let's see. Okay. 2 of Cups. Okay. 7 of Cups. What is that 7 of Cups? The Knight of Cups reverse. Should we be worried about that 7 of Cups? The 5 of Wands reverse. Maybe not so much. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so let me start with the good news, right? Uh, if there's been any drama, there may be a little bit less. I don't think that 7 of Cups is anything to really worry about. That 2 of Cups shows me that there's a deep understanding and a deep connection between the two of you. That's quite beautiful, honestly. And it feels like you guys are exploring that. With that 7 of Cups, there can be a little bit of a fantasy, or an idolization, putting each other on a pedestal, or somebody else putting another person on a pedestal. And we can kind of like, while there's mutual love, there can be this also mutual idolization, or once again, wearing rose-colored glasses quite a bit, which, it doesn't have to be, it almost feels like the honeymoon phase a little bit. That's kind of what it feels like, and then it kind of wears off. So I think that there's true love here, or there's true connection and understanding, but it may get a little out of hand, and sometimes that could be fun. Thank you, number 9. Number 10. Oh, hi. I was like, planners. Yeah, no, they were so cute. Are you kidding me? Totally inspired me. Thank you for sending those. Okay. Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, you actually inspired me to, that day, or the next day, I ended up busting my ass on my Oracle deck. I was like, I need to get my shit together. This lady is doing her fucking thing. And I did, girl. I sat there for a hot minute. I was working on that damn Oracle deck. So thanks for that. All right, let's see. I'll see what's going on for you in the next couple of weeks. 4 of Swords reversed. Okay. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. High Priestess. I like it. So, God, I need my overhead camera so damn bad. So, we have the 4 of Swords reversed, the 2 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. I like it. You may have been going through a little bit of a healing phase, right? And we had that talk on our private one-on-one sessions on Hipsy. And so I think that you're kind of overcoming something. You may be getting out of your head a little bit. It's like it feels like you're getting out of your head and getting into your body. And so I think you're listening to your intuition about your potential, about the decisions that you need to make. And things may feel a little crazy right now, or may feel a little off, but I think that you're handling it with like great aplomb, right? You're handling it pretty well. I think that you're making the right financial decisions. There also may be something that you're working on behind the scenes with that Two of Pentacles and that High Priestess, or something that you're deciding to do financially in private as well. Can you tell me more about that Two of Pentacles? The Chariot. Woo, you're on fire. You're pretty determined. You're pretty determined to have some kind of level of success and victory in your life. And I think these practical decisions that you're making now are really going to end up paying off in the long run. The High Priestess with the Four of Pentacles. It seems like you're kind of in this like Scorpio vibe. You know, although there's no scorpionic cards on the table, but it feels scorpionic. It feels like the high vibrational Scorpio where they don't tell anybody their business. You know, they work on things behind the scenes. They don't really tell anybody. They just come out and they show their shit, right? I feel like you're probably saving money. And I think that maybe you're focusing on tarot a lot as well. Okay, maybe you're practicing tarot yourself. I don't know, but I like it. It feels private, but it feels efficient. It feels calculated in a good way. All right, let's see. Page of Wands reverse. It can be something about a child. What is this? The Emperor reverse. There can be something about somebody who you feel may have some kind of authority over a child or have authority over you or your self-esteem. I don't like this. I don't like the Emperor reverse. The Emperor reverse can be abusive, or, you know, he can be very controlling, kind of a shitbag, honestly. Like, sorry. You know, somebody who just wants power. All they care about is power and control, you know, very patriarchal kind of vibe. What does this person want? I don't understand. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. This person is trying to set you back or trying to get you to repeat a cycle. So I don't know who that is, but I would certainly be cautious. Okay. Because this person is like trying to, it feels like they're trying to have some kind of level of power over you. I feel like this person has a really wounded inner child, quite frankly. What else? Ten of Wands reversed. Tell me more. Three of Swords reversed. This is going to trigger you, I think. Okay. The Ten of Wands reversed with the Three of Swords reversed and the Lovers. Okay. I feel like there's something that you really feel like you can't take on anymore because it's too painful. And you may make a decision for yourself that is your higher self decision, right? And I always say that I think your higher self decision is when you think about the person that you love most in the entire world that you would die for. And if they came to you with the similar question, or if they were in your exact situation about whatever it is that you're going through and they were requesting advice from you, whatever you would tell that person would be your high vibrational decision. It would be your higher self decision. So I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like you are making higher self decisions and you're not making decisions from a place of pain or agony or self esteem issues or whatever it may be. What's that, Lovers? The Hierophant. You may end up getting into a relationship, or you may meet somebody. Like if you're like clearing out the closet kind of thing, like you're clearing negative energy from your life, this may be a time where you're either deciding to learn something and you're putting a lot of effort into communication or learning or your education, or it can be that you're deciding to focus a lot more on your faith or meditation or religion or maybe spirituality. But it can also be that you're healing, and there may be somebody who comes in that could end up being a great partner for you as well. They could have a strong Taurus or a Gemini placement. A personal issue reaches a resolution, full moon in Cancer, and then trine. So there can be something that's happening with family here, where something with family, something in regards to the home, something in regards to a mother figure or the past, some kind of issue in regards to family or your emotional life is being resolved. And I feel like it's a positive, okay? It's not going to be like, "Oh, you know, it's something that's going to benefit you long term." Okay? Even if it feels iffy in the moment. It's always good to see you. Thank you so much. And good luck with everything. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm really proud of you. Thank you, number 10. Okay, number 11. I'm going to call you number 11. Okay. Nine of Cups reverse, I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna I don't think you're going to get what you want out of that right now. I think that it will end up being kind of a meh. So I would say no. Why? The Justice reverse. Ooh, definitely not the right time. Not sure why, just not the right time. Just not the right time. It is not, that would not be the right decision for some reason. Like something may still need to be cleared out, or there still needs to be some kind of decision made on the back end, but this is not, I don't think this would be the right time. Sorry. I know that sounded really negative, but I didn't want to make up a story for you. Thank you, number 11. Number 12. Okay, let me see. What does this person want with number 12? Hmm. Eight of Cups reverse and the Ace of Pentacles reverse. I feel like if you guys have been in a separation or you had an argument or this person is kind of in and out, I feel like they want to come back, but I don't feel like they really want forgive me for saying, but an opportunity that's worth a shit. It feels like they want to come back, but they don't want to put in the work, to be honest. You know, or they want to return to this or revisit this or whatever, but they don't really want to do the work. Is this person seeing other people? Yeah, I would say so. With that Queen of Cups, yeah. The Tower reverse. It can be somebody that he's holding on to be honest. There's feelings here. I'm going to be real with you. You know, I would say yes. Yeah, be careful. Thank you so much, A, for the tip. I really appreciate that. Um, I would be really cautious. I would be really cautious about this because it feels like this person is trying to hold on to somebody else. And it does feel like there's mutual feelings. I know that's hard to hear, but and I don't think that this person is willing to put in the work that you want them to. Okay. So just be careful. All righty. Thank you, number 12. Number 13. I love you too. Okay, let's see. I want to be included. All right. I choose your question. Interesting. Show me this person's future husband. 10 of Pentacles. Can we trade? No, I'm just kidding. Whatever mine comes out as, I'm just joking. Somebody who's likely pretty wealthy. This person is probably very established. They may have a business. They may have the nice car, the nice house, the nice kind of everything kind of vibe. And I think that this person is likely incredibly established and successful. Tell me more. Knight of Pentacles. Very strong Virgo energy. You have double Virgo here. Okay. This is a very earthy person, a very hard worker, a perfectionist. This is a very responsible person, very future oriented, very future focused. The Two of Swords. Can you tell me more about that? The Moon reversed. Pisces energy is here as well as Moon in Libra. This person likes peace. And I think that anything other than peace makes them uncomfortable. They may sometimes avoid their deeper fears or deeper emotional truths. But this is a strong Virgo energy. 10 of Pentacles is the last decan of, I know the 10 of Pentacles specifically because it's my birthday decan, okay, decan in September. So this and Knight of Pentacles is also Virgo. So I feel like it could be a Virgo male or a strong Virgo placement, but I feel like this person has money, like money. You love that. um, what steps does she need to take in order to meet this person? Because I know this is what you want. Okay. You don't say. Well, there you go. You need to, Seven of Pentacles reverse and the Six of Swords, you need to move on from things that are wasting your time. You know, where you are putting energy into people, places, things that are not doing anything for you, you know. I think you need to be more impatient about it. Like, for instance, like you know, if you are habitually or religiously watching, like, you know, a drama television show, you know, or the news, and you're always walking away just feeling drained. I don't want to say the news, but like some kind of drama show, right? Or something. And you are giving to this and you keep watching it, and you always like walk off like just being lower, more lower vibrational than when you came into it, and you end up feeling drained. It's like, why are you still fucking watching it? You know what I mean? Or whatever it is. So it's like whatever you're directing your energy towards and you're like not getting shit in return, you got to stop doing that, because that's why you haven't met this person. Show the world the real you in house 8. Ooh, digging up the digging up the graveyard. Yikes. And house 8, I mean, shit. This is about, ooh, girl, this is a rough one. This is about being so authentic. And you know what's interesting is that full moon in Aquarius, we're having one on August 9th, and we know what's happening around that time. So I wonder. But it's about being incredibly authentic, super vulnerable, showing sides of yourself that may feel uncomfortable, but I feel it may attract someone to you. I feel like it may attract someone to you that likes that, that likes who you really truly are. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to kind of, now, of course, don't like, you know, trauma dump on your channel or something. You know what I'm saying? But just being authentic and facing your fears and allowing yourself to transform in a way that is positive for you. Thanks, girl. I hope you're doing well. I'll see you this week. Friday, I would imagine. Same time, same place. I'm sorry. It's been a long night. Okay, number 14. I don't know, number 14, because it showed me that the Empress reversed is watching you. Unless that's him. I mean, maybe that's him. You know, it can be. But the first thing I thought of was a woman when I saw it. Dude, if he is the Empress reversed, I am fucking laughing. That is so funny. Like, if he is the Empress reversed, I am laughing. That is absolutely hilarious. Okay. Which is essentially someone with low self esteem, somebody who's doing too much to be accepted or loved, or feels like they need to. Okay. What would happen if you did do the thing you're asking me to do? I'm the same. What would this person's response be? Ace of Wands, the star reverse, they would probably get an ego boost from it and may even try to sleep with you. But the star reverse tells me they're likely still unhealed, or it would likely feel make you end up feeling a little bit more hopeless. And you guys likely wouldn't really heal anything between each other, honestly. Um, should she do it? What action should she take towards this person? The Magician reversed. The Ace of Swords. I feel like you need to cut the shit out, honestly. I mean, there's two aces here, so like I guess, but I think you'd be doing it out of self-doubt. Like I feel like that is why you would be reaching out, is to like get more clarity around your own doubts that you have about yourself. Because I feel like that's where it could be coming from. Now it's only a 4-card read. You would get more clarity, but it would probably be an awakening clarity. So you can if you want to, but I feel like it's just gonna give you more clarity, is all it's kind of telling you. It's just gonna give you more and more clarity on what this person wants or doesn't want. So, go ahead, but I feel like it may make you feel maybe a little bit more confused or even a bit more doubtful. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I hope I explained that okay. Thank you, darling. Alrighty. I love you guys. I hope you have a good one. Crystal, thank you. And Dana, it will show you right there in your it'll show you right there in your Hipsy account. But you were number, was it 10? I think. But it should say it'll say in your Hipsy account. But yeah. Yeah, no problem, Birdie, of course. Yeah, and it might be in your spam folder as well, but it should say it in your Hipsy account. Ooh, all right. But I did do it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me just see. All right, let's see here. Oh, I'm starting to lose it. I'm starting to lose steam. Holy hell. Thank you guys for tonight. I appreciate you guys trusting me with your stuff. Is it gonna tell me what my questions were? No. Can I not look at past questions? Damn, that sucks. No past questions, huh? Cool. Love that. It should say inside your actual Hipsy account, though. Like, it should say in there. Yeah, it'll say in there, baby. Listen, if you can't find it, just email me at info@violettaalexis.com or just email Hipsy. And they will help you out with that. Otherwise, I'm having a meeting with them tomorrow morning, and so I can just ask them. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. Please have a beautiful night. I love you so much. What the fuck is banned on? What does that mean? All right. I got to get out of here. I can barely even fucking see anymore. I love you guys. We are forming a band. Okay. So, Dana, if you go inside of your account, it will tell you what your number is, literally in the account. Like if you just go in there and you should have like your profile and all of your other little things in there, it will tell you what number you were. Like instead of the email, go into your actual Hipsy account. Do you know what I'm saying? What was my number? I can't remember. There was a lot of them. I can't remember. I don't I think it was 11 maybe, but it was a 2-card pull. But if you log into your Hipsy account, it will tell you what number you were, okay? And of course, if there's any issues or anything, just reach out to Hipsy and they'll show you how to do it. All right, you guys, I got to get out of here. I love you so much. Have a beautiful night. Thank you so much, Lori, Kenneth, Complexity. Thank you to all of my people that came in here and chatted it up with me. Thank you. And I will talk to you guys soon. I love you very much. Bye.